Get your baby wipe. Are you a baby wipe type of guy?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to clean your asshole, bro.
Clean your ass, man. Mark, did you get the baby wipes yet?
Oh, he don't use baby wipes?
I'm trying to learn. You know, you're a young man, bro. I'm trying to get him together, bro.
Dude, if you don't clean your asshole after like an 11-hour day.
Yeah, and then look, you still, even when you shower, it's still a little taint, goddamn. Clean your ass, Mark. Shit. You know what I mean?
And then you're trying to get up in bed with some girl and you better take a shower before.
That was my point. Now look, see, we already off and rolling, man. Let me get to this. Mark, you ready? Gabe, you ready?
I'm ready.
Man, let's do this, man. Welcome back to the I-70 podcast. It is your boy, Jonathan Little, a.k.a. John. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, man. You know what I'm saying? Please, you know what I'm saying? Us podcasters, we need y'all support, man. Don't be just watching the videos and not liking and subscriing, man. We need you, you know what I'm saying? Comment. Even if it's a bad comment, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Even if it's a bad comment. Now, listen, this gentleman to my right, if we talking podcasting, you know what I mean? You know, I rarely get to sit down with somebody and truly enjoy myself. But this gentleman brought me on his platform a while back, and it was one of the best conversations I've had, period. I don't mean just sitting down, you know, talking to somebody on the podcast. You know what I mean? It was a conversation with, you know, with an individual. Some things we agreed upon, some things we did, but it was just such a fulfilling conversation because I just think that's where the world need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The world just need to be there. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? The host of the To Bring About podcast, Gabriel Garcia is in the building. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
How are you? Man, I'm doing all right, bro. Now, listen, I was already speaking on it, man. Just, if you can remember that conversation we had, episode 18, by the way. You know, is this the second largest viewed podcast on your platform?
I think so.
I think somebody got me beat by
It's up there. Yeah. I don't pay attention too much, but like it's up there.
For sure. Yeah. Now, can you just take us back to that conversation? You know what I'm saying? Because we fresh and we were just talking about it. What did you take away from that conversation that me and you had?
I'll be honest.
Go ahead.
My memory sucks.
Right? I got you.
My memory sucks. I've hit my head a couple of times. I don't remember. So you're going to have to bring me into this.
I got it. So just with the conversation we had, man, it was
a lot. It was like 3.5 hours. So.
Okay, so look, let me break it down for all. So we talked for 3.5 hours, okay? And then after the camera stopped rolling, we talked for another 2. And I believe that was the best part of our conversation when the camera stopped rolling. Unintentional, you know, we did 3.5 hours, but when the camera stopped rolling, me and this gentleman, we talked about things that I've never talked about with somebody of the opposite race before. You understand what I'm saying? It was just so fulfilling because, like I said before, it was things we didn't agree upon. But, man, we sat down like gentlemen and had a real conversation. What do you think or do you think those type of conversations are needed, especially at this time in America?
Of course, dude. I don't know why you can't have conversation with opposing views, you know? There's nothing wrong with, like, people thinking differently. The problem is when your beliefs start to interfere with other people's lives.
Yes, sir.
That's the problem. It's like, I don't want you to do this. Well, that's not your right to tell me how to fucking live, okay? You can think the way you want. I don't care, you know, as long as you're not telling me what to do.
Yes, sir.
You know?
And I just think, and that's why at this time, you know, it's politics time here in America, man. And I tell these gentlemen every week, I fucking hate politics, bro. You know what I mean? I truly hate it. And if y'all, you know, I'm referencing back to the episode, these are the things we was talking about. You know what I mean? When me and bro sat down and we got it together, he was going to come on. I'm like, I got to rekindle those to some degree, man, because it was just deep, man. You have an interesting view on the government. Yeah. Okay, could you just break down your thoughts on the government?
I mean, I don't even know if it's interesting anymore. I feel like a lot of people lie on the fence of all of it. You know what I mean? They're just, you know, too afraid to speak up, or they're kind of tired of all the bullshit, everybody fighting, everybody splitting up, you know, not talking to their family members, friends, all that shit, man. Yeah. And, you know, really how I view it, one, blue and red are the same fucking wing to the same fucking, or the two wings to the same fucking bird.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I was to align probably to a political party, it'd be more libertarian, but even they have their own issues.
Yes, sir.
I told you this earlier. And I've always stuck to this, and people can call me crazy if they want. I don't care. They've called me everything in the book. The government governs best when it governs less, okay? We give these guys so much power, you know what I mean? So much power and control, and we want to give them even more and more, you know, that save me daddy complex that people have, you know? And it's not right, you know? Everybody wants to talk about what's good for America, and the government's not looking at what's good for America. They're looking at what's good for the government.
There you go.
You know, that's it.
There you go.
It's two different things.
Yes, sir. And I've always felt that, man. Like, to me, and when you young and we growing up, our views are placed on us by our parents and school and all that type of stuff. But once you get older, you kind of you start to think for yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're groomed, you know, and not even intentionally, because your parents were probably groomed the same way.
Yep.
Or a lot of the times it's like what you went through. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I went through this, so it changed my views on this. And so this dude in a suit and tie came up on the podium and said, he's going to help and blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm not going to take it away from them. They've helped on some things. But, the problem from what I see is that over the years, it's like more and more control.
Yes, sir.
And it's weird. And it's weird that people right now think that the two people that, we have to choose from are somehow going to fucking change that, And I have no two issues with either of them.
Yes,
I could
sir.
fucking care less.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to fucking change anything.
No.
That's my thing. They may change a slight little bit, drop your gas prices or whatever.
By a cent or two.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But we're still going to keep playing this revolving game of back and forth, and I think it's intended that way. It's a distraction.
And do you ever think like an independent would ever win?
No.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, they won't let them.
They won't let them.
Dude, they won't even let the libertarians debate.
Yeah.
They won't even invite them.
They won't me.
They won't even
invite
invite
to the party.
Yeah, there's like I don't even know, dude. Isn't there like there's a handful of different parties.
Yeah.
Green Party, Libertarian Party. There's a handful of them, but I don't know, man. Like I said, take them back to where they're just protecting, and I can't even say take them back, you know what I mean? Because they've always kind of, an organization will continue to try to get more power. It's inevitable.
It's inevitable, yes, sir.
It's inevitable. It'll happen. But it keeps continually getting worse and worse and worse. And, people can say, that's not realistic. You got to have this. There'll be chaos and blah, 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 anarchy in the streets. Just in my personal opinion, I don't think that. I think that I think there's more good people than bad people.
Yes,
Is
sir.
there bad people? Yeah, there's
Absolutely.
people still committing crimes right now. There's still people killing people. Look where there's shootings fucking in certain areas and all over, It's like, what's that stopping? You know what I mean? Could you say it's minimizing it? I guess. We don't know.
Like you said, man, it's like, no matter who's in charge, the shit gonna still be what it is. You know what I mean? So I feel you completely. And for me, it's a lot of BS, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like real issues aren't being, at least for me, and just in my opinion, like for instance, like with the shooting that just happened. Your father, you know what I mean?
Oh, the Georgia shooting?
Yeah, if you were in charge, with being a father, and you had some type of control and type of politics, how would you try to change these whole school shooting things?
I definitely wouldn't go after guns. That's the most
that's the dumbest shit ever. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's the dumbest shit ever. Even if you were to take away all the guns, I guarantee you would see metal detectors and security officers in government buildings, airports, every federal buildings. I don't understand this. This is a simple solution. Beef up security in schools, put fucking metal detectors. I'm sorry little Timmy's got to go through a metal detector and you don't want to scar him and put him through that. Who gives a fuck? You go walk through a metal detector at an airport.
Yes, sir.
Who cares? You know what I mean? I would rather my kid be safe, You locking the door and putting these cameras, that's great. That's cool. But is it going to stop somebody? I mean, we've seen that one, that one girl that came in that school and shot out a window and just walked right through, or however she got in. Like, there's ways to get in, man. Put security in there.
Yeah.
And even
armed security.
Armed security.
Yes, sir.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You know what I mean? Like, we do it everywhere else.
Yep.
What's the difference between schools? Oh, what if they're crazy? We could do the what if game all day long.
All day long. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk.
We can do the what if game all day long.
That's what my uncle say, Mark. He always say, boy, if it was a fifth, we all be drunk. So yeah, I don't play that game either. And that's what I'm saying, Gabriel, bro. Like, with the whole politics thing, I want to see somebody talk about that type of shit, bro. All the other extra bullshit is like, how can we say these babies, bro? For me, it's like like you just said, it's like common sense. Why not just beef up the security, bro? Yeah. Like, why not just make it to where you are deterred to even come try some shit like that?
There's a guy named Colion Noir.
Okay.
One of my favorite guys to listen to on YouTube that speaks on 2A rights. Okay. And he talks about everything on there, man. And so I'm not going to be the best candidate. I mean, I'm a huge gun supporter. I own guns. But this guy will break it down so you understand. He actually just had two girls on that were very anti-gun. Well, one of them was more than the other. But they were talking just nonsense. Just get rid of them. Everything would stop. Then, when we walk around, we don't have to worry about getting shot. So the ones who obtain guns illegally, are they going to just go, okay, yeah, I'm going to give you my guns?
Shit, hell no.
Fuck no, they're not.
Hell
They're still
no.
going to get access to it. Shootings are still going to occur. The only thing you're going to do is you're going to take it away from the people who are trying to live their lives, go to work, and protect their family.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
And that's big for me, man. Like, and that's why I've always been. I'd never be the one to say do away with, Second Amendment, bro. Because to take away a man's ability to protect his family, that's bullshit, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
If you're a man with
It's
a family and you don't own a gun, you really need to reconsider your fucking life.
Talk about it now.
You need to reconsider. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go to bed at night comfortably? Like, oh, well, it's not going to happen to me. I'm sure the home invasions that you can watch all day long on YouTube thought the same fucking thing.
For sure.
This would never, even those rich neighborhoods. Oh,
Them the ones who really need to have it.
They get hit all the time.
Yeah.
John Jones' house got hit.
And that's the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're not safe.
Yeah.
No matter what you think, you're not safe.
No.
And I'm not trying to fear monger and all this shit. I'm just being realistic.
Yeah.
I hope to God that no one robs you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'd rather have a gun just in case.
Man, what's that saying, man? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. That has to be a helpless feeling. Somebody break into your crib, you can't protect your family, bro.
I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Man, because like I said, man, that person in your crib, but you can't do nothing but say, hey, everybody hide. No, damn that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every man should be able to protect his family, bro. Period. Point blank.
Every
Period,
woman
point
should.
blank.
Women should get more involved.
Talk about it.
You're the most targets
Yes,
right
sir.
now. Like, I mean, learn how to use a fucking gun. If you don't, I'm not going to force you. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But then just know that possibly when you're walking on the street by yourself, you could get robbed. You
Some
could get
creepy
kidnapped.
motherfucker, yeah.
How many chicks get kidnapped in a Walmart parking
Yep.
lot? You know what I mean? Or walk, end up in some dude's basement.
Yep.
When you could have
I
reached
agree.
in person and shot that motherfucker.
Listen, and I'm gonna be honest with you. All my sisters are gun owners. And I got 3 big sisters. Every last one of my sisters keep that. That's just how my daddy raised them.
Good.
Like,
Yeah.
my daddy just let them know, hey, man, no, protect yourself because it's some weird motherfuckers out here, man.
Yeah.
People is weird. People.
Well, you should know too from your background. A long time ago, they wouldn't even let African Americans have guns.
Absolutely.
So why the fuck the minority community should be standing up the most and going, no, what the hell? Are you crazy?
John keep his. I'm
you
be honest
crazy
with
right
you.
now?
I'm nice with these motherfuckers, but John keep his. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real, bro.
You got to, man. I'm not saying buy like 500 guns. I'm not telling you to do that. If you have that, that's fucking awesome. Yeah. But I'm saying at least have one.
Yeah. And I grew up around white kids, man. The white boys I grew up around, them motherfuckers had guns in high school. Oh yeah, man, my daddy gave me. You know what I mean? It was just the norm. You know what I mean? Because they went hunting and shit like that.
Bro,
man,
look in the hood, man. How many of these kids got guns too? You know what I mean? Like,
I had mine too.
But
I
that's
had
what I
me a
mean.
rusty little 38.
No, but you know how they say that white kid was gifted a gun by his dad. Or whatever,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people, which I see no issue with that. But it's like, okay, well, these kids are getting guns regardless. I'm hoping they're not using them for illegal purposes. But kids are getting guns, man. Like, and it's illegal for a kid to own a gun.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And they're getting them.
Yeah.
So
now,
what's laws doing right now?
Right. Now, do you think more education on guns would help? Rather than
I think you should.
fear-mongering?
Oh, fuck yeah! I think you should educate yourself. Yeah, I think you should go shooting as much as you can.
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying I definitely am not saying the government should hold you to some type of standard. There shouldn't be some whatever send you in the mail. You have to go and get this many hours and you have to submit it. No, because does everybody have that opportunity?
No.
Does the chick with the single mom with 2-3 kids working 2 jobs have that ability? No. So should she not be able to own a gun?
Yeah.
And what if she has to take the metro to work or some shit?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the metro bus stops?
Well, I mean, we got the Metro Link in St. Louis. Yes, I have, my brother.
You see how many fucking homeless and crackhead people are on those?
And that's for me. That's why I think women should own guns. Just because I'll never forget when I first moved to KC, my first apartment. What was that? 905 Jefferson. I can always mention them, and I know y'all still looking for me. Goddamn it, we got beef. Goddamn it. Anyway, at that location, bro, at the park, it was a park across the street. It's always homeless people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when it got cold, those homeless men would sit inside. I'm not saying all homeless men are bad, but it definitely made the females uncomfortable trying to get to the apartment. Got to walk past a homeless dude bundled up in a blanket. That young lady should have something in her purse, you know what I'm saying, to ring a ding ding if he decide to be a creep that day.
Bro,
he was at some leg warmers.
People think I'm crazy when I say this. I'm sure.
Hey, he's like, let me get a water, cuz, please.
I'm sure.
Bring 2.
But this is what I say. I've never been bit by a snake.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm sure they all don't bite. Okay.
I like where you go with
But
this.
when I'm fucking near one,
yeah.
I'm not gonna take the risk. You know what I mean? Like I have no problem with fucking homeless people. You know
me
what I mean?
neither. I give dollars all the time.
As long as you're not fucking. Well, I mean, I guess if you're homeless, you're gonna have to sleep somewhere. Go sleep in a fucking some woods, away from people, whatever. But my problem is when I see them at the Metro bus stop sleeping, when they're fighting, when they're all fucking drugged out, when they're walking up and down people's streets. Dude, I live in fucking a suburban community, and I got them walking around everywhere. Where my gym is, I go. The other day I went there. It was like 9:45 in the morning. These motherfuckers built or renovated the church down the street from there, and they're feeding them out of it.
Yeah. What is it, a soup kitchen now?
Yeah, it's like some type of mission.
Yeah, I got you.
And, that's cool. I'm not going to take away from you doing charity. That's cool. Yeah. But the problem is the location.
Right.
You're in the middle of a neighborhood.
Right.
So now on that main road that it's like the Dawn of the Dead walking down. They're all walking down that street. And then, these people, they can't go outside. You know what I mean? Like,
or don't want to.
Don't want to play outside. And maybe none of them are going to hurt them.
Yeah.
But they're not going to take the risk. And I think that we all do our life that way. Like we live our life that way to where if there's a risk factor, you're not going to be around it. There's nothing wrong with that. It honestly, that's how you survive is by that.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I don't know if a couple episodes ago I spoke on that, man. I got into it with a homeless dude because he was doing.
I heard about that.
Yeah, he was in front of an elementary school, and I just. Bro, there's better places you can be, bro.
Didn't this guy beat one up or yell at
No,
one
he's a snitch is what he is. He's a rat, you know what I'm saying? He's a rat, you know what I mean? It was all fluff, you know what I mean? No, you didn't, but it was two homeless men. Let them duke it out.
Oh, dude, they like to hit people with shit.
Oh, no, they definitely do.
The other day on the avenue, Independence Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Independence Avenue.
Yeah.
I know that.
Well,
I know that street very well.
Nah, Independence Avenue, bro. It's fucking. A lot of my buddies live down there.
Yeah.
So I'm down there occasionally, and I actually had a project down there that I was on. The worst. I can't stand it, but I go down there and I'm driving and I watch a guy. For some reason, it's always one homeless dude picking on another one.
It is.
Dude was just sleeping. Okay. He walks up to him with the fucking tree branch. The biggest tree branch I don't even know where he got it. There's barely any trees on the avenue. Grabbed the fucking tree branch and tried to fucking beat him with it.
Yeah.
And the dude's sleeping, what the hell? But dude, these guys, man, I don't know. They got superhuman strength. I don't know. I mean, they survived through COVID.
I say it all the time, bro.
They have the immune system and the fucking reflexes of I don't even know.
Listen,
whatever.
All the crackheads and the drunks that was out there when I was young are still there when I go home to see my mama, bro. They all still, look, bro. It's been 20 years. You still out here thugging, huh? Hey, man.
They're wild, dude.
And and then let me say this, man. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys, I won't say y'all name. Back when we was kids, bro, in St. Louis, they did away with it, of course, but we was kids in St. Louis. We had this game called Knockout. Bro, we literally just walk around and knock out homeless people, bro. I'm not bullshitting, bro.
The games that people invent in the hood, bro, are like a drive-by.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Look, I'm grown now. I feel horrible now. But as a kid, it was exciting, bro. Like we would pick a spot and we'd be like, okay. Now, it wasn't just homeless people. I will say that. It wasn't just homeless people. We would pick a street and we'd be like, bro, once we cross over St. Louis Avenue, it's on. Yeah. Next person we see is up. Goddamn me.
You were like the original bum fights. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Remember when that dude went on Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
He shaved his head. Oh, dude, that was iconic. Fucking iconic, man.
But look, all the homeless people I knocked out, I'm sorry. But it kind of.
You could have at least knocked him out and then dropped an application.
No.
On them when you left.
Oh yeah,
but you could have gave him a tip.
But listen, you know what? You look, Eastside, bro, you own to something because now I always give to the homeless people. If I come to the light and you right there, come here. I got a little dollar for you. So it might be my conscience fucking with me, bro.
I don't do that shit.
No, you don't want to contribute to their crack?
No, I'm good, bro.
Okay, all right.
I'm good.
Did you have a bad time with it?
Nah, times are hard, bro. I'm not giving you a fucking dollar. You're crazy.
Hey, look. Hey, it is sometimes. I'm like, motherfucker, you got more money in your pocket than I do. Hell no, I ain't give you nothing.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. It's like, strip clubs, man. You go to a fucking strip club and, I don't get it, man.
Now, you're not going to come over here and disrespect the women that I love.
I've been to them. I just don't get it. You go in for blue balls and you walk. I don't get it.
Nah. See.
I don't
Okay.
get it, man.
Okay, here we go. Now, Gabe, have you ever been to a real strip club, or have you been to a
I've
titty
been to
bar?
like the outhouse and
No, ain't no strip clubs out here. So if you've been to a strip club out here, no. Hell
No, there's one at the outhouse. That's a famous one.
Oh, it's a.
Yeah, they're fucking wild out there.
Where is it? No, where is that at?
BYOB.
It's in Lawrence.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of a cornfield.
Hey man, I think one of my ladies, I think I seen you in Lawrence one time, your close friends, and but I won't say your name or nothing like that. I didn't know that they was full. What? Mark, why you ain't tell me, bro? Obviously you.
Hey, we know where he's going tonight.
John, you want to go? We'll go.
You gonna roll with me?
We'll go.
I go if you want to go.
Let me know if the old Asian lady's still there.
Oh, the old Asian. Oh my
She's
god.
iconic. She's like the mascot for that
Do
place.
you know of this one, Mark?
I can't think of it. It's been a hot minute since I've been there.
Yeah.
How long? No, don't date it. Never mind. Because Mark told me I'm messing with his pimping. You know what I'm saying? Some of the ladies are referencing back to the show. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, ladies.
If she's still there, that's amazing because that's been like 10 years since I've been there. So
She probably still there. They make good money out of there, man.
if you do, take a selfie with her, please.
I got you. The only thing I don't like in
would
strip
laugh.
club when I go in there, it's the old lonely white dude. You know what I mean? The old man, like he know he ain't supposed to be there. But he got bread though, so all the strippers love him. He cheating, bro. Like, come on, bro. You ain't here with your pension and your goddamn retirement check. Yeah, come on, man. Like, let me have some fun too. I can't compete with you on the dollar bills.
At that point, why isn't he just buying a prostitute? I don't get that shit.
I don't, man. Listen, the older I get, the more and more I start to understand prostitution.
Hey, I mean,
I get it. I truly get it. Some men, it's a time thing. Some men like, look, I ain't got time to be trying to wine and dine. Here you go, baby. Boom, boom, bam. Yeah. You don't care about my performance. Get the hell out.
what's the difference between you taking a girl out on a date that's just going to use you for that?
You know what I'm saying? It started dwindling in the same.
Jewelry?
Yeah, sir. What you got?
I think what it is you just like, if you don't got the money to just like basically give away like that, then it's like that's how we think, you know?
Well, yeah, no, I get that, but he said the dude's rich, so why
Yeah, he
not?
got some
you
money.
know, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So like Dave Chappelle said it best. He was like, I love being in strip clubs. He's like, by myself. He's like, I don't take friends with me, nothing. He's like, I'm just in there by myself.
That's
He's
rich
like,
shit.
Bro, that's
he
a
was like,
vet.
he was
That's
like,
rich
I love
shit.
the music. And
Oh.
he was like, naked woman walking around is just a plus.
Okay, now look. Now my thinking with strip club. I love strip clubs because number one,
For the food?
okay, oh my God, bro. In the black strip club, the food is amazing, bro. The wings and fry combo be everything, bro. So look, you got good eating. Okay.
But are you doing dry rub or are you doing the actual sauce? Because that's crazy if you're doing sauce.
I don't do sauce. I do the dry
Okay.
rub. I'm not a
If you out there
No.
licking your fingers and shit,
That's
you got fucking sauce all over your face
I
in the
only do
strip club,
lemon
that's
pepper
wild,
wings
bro.
in the strip club. I only do lemon pepper wings in the strip club. That dry rub, I don't need. Like you said, I came in there with the napkin and all that.
Yeah.
Number one, black strip clubs are different because the women are very athletic. Okay, so they're doing things that you like, damn, like she went to the top of that motherfucker, did what? They doing spins and they coming all the way down in the split, bro. It's an art show. What you got, Mark? What you got to say, bro?
I was gonna say last time when we went to a strip club in Denver, and
Okay.
I was upset because their routine was each girl came out to the song and did the exact same routine, and I was
see.
upset.
See.
I was like, "Where's? I want to see some different."
Where's the talent at?
Exactly, they
Thank
did
you.
the exact same dance each one. I want to see some variety. I want to see one of them do one of the crazy shit like you see where they like climb up on the ceiling.
Talking about Mark, get up there, do a whole goddamn twist. I'm like, what? Did she come down? Then the music do be bumping. So you got a fine woman with all ass and titties to your favorite song. You jamming. Now I couldn't go along though. That's kind of weird. You know.
I have a feeling you're going to get there one day, though.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
it's an older guy thing. I have to.
It gotta
imagine.
be. It gotta be.
I don't know. I still don't get it.
And Dave Chappelle alluded to that too. He was like, I think it's more weird to go with a group of friends. Like, hey guys, let's all go get our dick hard together.
Bro, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
I've never thought about that
That's
before.
hella gay, bro.
I've never thought about that before.
Hey, but he was the one that was like, yeah, sometimes I take a book. He's like, shoo the bitch away if she comes my way. He's like,
Yeah.
Go next to the stage because it has better lighting. He said,
But I tell you what, man, for me, all the times I've been in strip club, I'm never in that motherfucker just like rock hard, bro. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's weird.
Why? Because you got it tucked up in your waistband?
Nah. That's weird though. Like for you to really be in that motherfucker, like, like if she ever, and then
Hold
furthermore,
on, you in the back room and you ain't hard at all.
no, I'm not saying not hard at all, but you know, we men, you know, goddamn me, when it's like you ain't full, but it's like, I mean, Did you come touch
half
me?
chub. You're half chub. Okay.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you came in that vid fully bricked up. Now that's weird business. That's how you get blue
You look
balls
like a
and shit.
sweatpants in the strip club.
Nah,
type guy.
absolutely not. See, you bringing out all the people who don't need to go to strip club. All the things he keep naming. You can't go with strip.
Those guys are fucking pros.
Yeah,
dude.
you weird, bro.
Those
You trying
guys
to
are
make her
pros.
feel it and all that? No, bro.
They're walking in with the same Nike pants I have
Yeah.
on, dude. The thinner, the better. That's
know what I'm saying?
that's what they say. I don't know.
Because look, it's like when you go to the club, right? It's fine women in the club, half naked, you know what I mean? They dancing. That's like you getting a dance from a woman and you bricked up. Like, I mean, you can't go that far now. Like,
Yeah, that's
God
true.
damn, G. Like, let her feel a little bit of it, but you came in that motherfucker, she, damn, you that excited? Because then you feel like a rookie or seem like a rookie. Like, damn, you ain't never had no coochie before? Like, relax, my boy. So, yeah, for me, I'm in there for the art, the aesthetics, if you will, low lighting. And then in St. Louis, we can smoke in the strip club. You know what I mean? Now, how they do it, East
Like
St. Louis.
cigarettes or weed?
No, weed.
Oh, really?
No, they
That's
let you
cool.
smoke. But like how they do it in East St. Louis, they take your, am I supposed to give up the game? No, okay, I won't give all the game up.
Yeah,
but
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I won't get a
Don't
game
put
up.
them
But
under
no,
the bus.
they
They're going to have the fucking alcohol and tobacco, ATF after their ass. and
let me
some
shut
shit.
up. You know? But no, definitely, like it's a whole vibe. You know what I mean? Different. And I mean, I grew up in the strip club. You know what I mean? Literally. I'm not bullshitting. Because I hung out with all older dudes, bro. So they would pay the bouncers a little extra 20, extra 30, and I would get in with the older dudes and just, you know what I'm saying, be chilling. So I got a love for strippers. You know what I mean? I can't wait to go to the big cities, though.
Oh, I don't knock them. You know what I mean? If that's your occupation, it's just like prostitution. I don't knock if you do it. I just don't like if it's like forced. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
right,
Like
right.
if you're like a victim of like child traffic or whatever,
Yeah.
and they groomed you all the way up to do like, fuck no, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Throw those motherfuckers in, those dudes in a wood chipper, man. Because
I'm the worst kind of-
I'm not down with that shit.
Yeah.
But if you're on your own free will, you're doing it because you don't want to go work at the factory or some shit. I don't blame you. Go
Yeah.
get your money. But
your money, baby.
it's not the most probably healthiest life. You're going to live. You're going to face a lot of issues and problems. But I'm never going to tell anybody they can't do something in their life. I just ain't going to waste money. You know what I mean?
Like what you basically saying what my father always tell me and my brother, everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Certain things you fuck with, I don't have to fuck with. You know what I mean? It
Right.
don't make me no different and no better, no worse. That's not me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Me personally, I can't wait to go to Atlanta and Miami and Houston and go to them real deal strip clubs where the ass is just uncomfortable in that bitch, Mark. You know what I mean? You just like, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. What you got? Every time you grab that mic, I be thinking you got something to say. What you got?
I think I'd be a little bit more intimidated and say like a Miami strip club. Because you never know.
Mark?
Well, just because what could possibly, anything could happen in a strip club, but you're in Miami.
Okay, that's true.
There could be some you don't want to accidentally fucking bump into some fucking big time someone in the underworld.
Fuck
down there.
him. Goddamn, what
Yeah,
the
but
fuck?
yeah.
They're spending
Hey,
money too.
What if you start just grabbing on some narcos stripper or some shit?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to
Listen,
fucking mess with the wrong person.
Get your bitch out the club. That's what I would say. Get your bitch out the club. You ain't balling too hard. She ain't got to shake ass for all of these men. This your woman. Matter of fact, hold on. Here we go. This is good. Now, listen. Same with him. You're a married man. Plead the fifth at any moment of these questions. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
I'm pretty
Mark,
open.
I'm going to go to you first, Mark. Could you date a stripper?
Fuck. That's a tough one. I think, for
And we
sake of
saying
this,
dating, not married.
yeah,
You could date a stripper.
I could date a stripper.
And now, what? Because I know the difference between marriage and dating, but what would allow you to date a stripper? Just date a stripper.
Honestly, I'm gonna be selfish about it.
Okay.
If she's making good money, is paying for me and shit,
Man,
I'm
nothing
not
wrong
gonna
with
be
that,
mad
baby.
about that.
Hey,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
she buy you new shoes and an
Yeah,
outfit.
I'm not gonna be mad.
And then the connections you could make. She probably in there with politicians and
Yeah.
all kind of people, business owners.
She could probably turn the lights off with her ass cheeks.
Man.
Shit.
Oh, me
I don't
up.
blame you, man. I
Yeah.
don't blame you.
What you got,
Hey,
Esai,
but
bro?
is it just dating or
Just dating,
or
not marriage.
relationship? Because there's a difference between just dating and being in a relationship with
You know,
her.
these women in my life been telling me that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? John, you just don't know the difference. I don't, you know what I mean? Because these women be trying to say dating is relationship, and it's like, no, man,
No.
we just going, okay, let's do dating.
So if it's just dating, then yeah, because that's not you're not exclusive with her.
Okay.
That's different.
Now, I'm going to flip it on you. Exclusive? No.
No, definitely
Mark,
not.
exclusive?
What do you mean exclusive?
That's your girl. That's your lady. Like, that's my girlfriend.
yeah.
I'm coming to you. Hold on.
I don't have the fucking personality to be that kind of guy. I couldn't. There are some dudes who have fucking stripper
And
girlfriends.
I don't understand them dudes, but go ahead.
But I couldn't be exclusive.
No,
with
sir.
a
Like
stripper,
you
no.
guys ain't going out getting Starbucks together and antique shopping?
No, hell no.
Or
Take ass to
thrifting?
Ross.
Y'all ain't thrifting together on Saturday morning before she hits the club at night.
You know what I think it is, and I hate to give away the game, but these men that are like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing, make your money. They truly don't give a fuck about that woman. You know, because,
talk about it, bro.
Because the men that truly give a fuck about their women are overly protective.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then it gets taken for control sometimes. You know?
No, don't lead them right. Don't go too far. Stay around. What's your thoughts? Could you date a stripper?
Date, yeah. You know, if I was single, I could date one. But, you know, and I go back to that. It's like being the protective thing.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Like, you know, if she's a stripper, majority of these girls ain't strippers, and they doing the same shit behind your back anyways.
Yeah.
So, what's it? You taking the risk regardless if it's a normal chick or a stripper. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no guarantees in life that this chick's going to be faithful to you.
True.
But here's the difference is, you know that she's out here dancing on men and road grinding.
That's true. She's got hands on her every Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then it might be that diabolical, that diabolical dude, and he's slapping ones on the ass cheek. Wow.
with the Nike sweatpants.
He got the gray Nike sweatpants on.
I'm telling you, man, for me, I'm big on that, Esai, bro. Like, even with, like, individuals who, like, it's individuals out here who allow a woman to sleep with other men. I would never understand that, bro. Like, I would never understand that, because for me, motherfucker, you wouldn't let me drive your car. You gonna let me sleep with your woman, though? You know what I'm saying? Gabe got a fly-ass bike outside. He would never let me ride his goddamn bike out there. Goddamn me.
I'll let you ride on the back.
Yeah, I mean, now, how do you feel about
bro?
that? How do you feel about that, bro?
Hey, man, I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm over.
I do jiu-jitsu, bro. That's probably as gay as it gets, bro.
Hey, that's a good switch of lanes. Hold on, let me do switch of lanes real quick. I'm gonna just do it for y'all too, because Gabe already told me his ass up. I'm doing it for y'all too. Mark, could you ever ride on the back of another man's Harley?
Yeah.
Damn, you say that quick as hell.
It's transportation, man. Or you just fucking scenic view.
Hey, other countries, they do
Hey,
it.
I'll tell you what. It depends on also, like,
bike?
kind of, because there are some pretty extreme bikes out here where they got like a whole setup back here where you're sitting up like on a throne, basically behind the
Hey,
person.
you're still nuts to butt, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you are.
He tried to get away from it.
Hey, when he hits on that brake pretty hard, you're going dick in ass, bro.
Hey, why are we going on this bumpy ass road?
What you got, Esai, bro? Could you ever ride on the back of another man's bike?
Never. But if there was happen to be a divider, I'd consider it.
If it was a divider,
Yeah, like, you know how the person on the back sometimes has the backrest?
Yeah.
If the person on the front also had a backrest, so you're not nuts to butt, then I'd be like, all right, man.
Now, why haven't they invented
it'd
that?
have
They
to be
have
like,
Okay, all right.
it would have to be like, I had no other choice. You know?
Look, bro, I'm trying to get across town.
I wouldn't see a sedan right here with 3 empty seats in the back, and they're going the same place. I wouldn't be like, I'm going to go ride on the bike.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't do that.
Hey, well, just wait here, and I'll go grab my backrest, and I'll come back.
Yeah, see, for me, look, you gonna have to have a little side piece joint on your bike. You know
The sidecar?
The little sidecar.
dude.
Yeah, nah, it got to be the little side piece. I would be just fine. Yeah, I've seen plenty of cartoons. I'm on the side with mine. Nah, I
Hey,
can't do that.
after this podcast, cut to John on the back of my bike.
You would
After
never
this podcast.
look. Now y'all know I said, I got too much pimping in my life to ever be called. Last night when we was at the boxing event, I'm taking a shot of tequila. The damn tequila wouldn't come out all the way. I got everybody around me talking, oh, you got to shake it a little bit. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna shake this motherfucker about. I made everybody put their phones away, Gabe. I said, hey, look, first of all, everybody put their goddamn phones up. Goddamn, we ain't doing none of that, because I did have to. Then I had to pour it in an actual shot glass.
Speaking of shots, man, those are just getting warm, dude.
Man, come on, man. I didn't. See, look, I did it now. I'm telling y'all. He speaks so freely, I had to get past the politics shit before.
Oh, we can go back to that.
All right, come on.
I barely scratched the surface on it. Depends on how much time you get.
Oh, no, we got time, baby. I've been going long and longer every time.
4 hours.
What is that?
Some old ass bourbon. Got the aging bar in there, you know what I'm saying? They never tell me what it is. It's a mixture, you know what I mean?
You ain't gotta lie, bro. It's just Jack Daniels.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, I'm just playing. It's good.
I'm gonna go get Dave and tell him so he can make us tell us what it is. You know what I mean? But that was good, man. You know what I mean? For all the men out there who ride on the back of their partner's bikes, goddamn me, you are somebody, okay? And don't let people like John make you feel weird about it.
Yeah, let's normalize that, guys.
Let's normalize that, man.
I can't wait to see two dudes just riding on the bike, free of judgment.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait. It's 2024, guys. Come
But
on.
listen, men, hold on now. We need a little bit of judgment, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is becoming a little too unjudgmental, goddamn me. Certain shit need to be judged out here. It's like, hey, brother, Pump the brakes, you know what I mean? Hold on, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, if you ain't doing no better by telling the individual who do ride on the back of his homeboy bike, yeah, you got nuts to back.
Hey,
now he at home like, nah, I'ma just walk.
Correction, nuts to butt, all right? There's no backs involved.
My mic, oh, okay, thank you, bro. I send my people in the back, you know what I'm saying? They keep me together. Now, let me ask you a question, Brody.
Mm-hmm.
To bring about podcasts, okay? When did you get into, or what made you want to start your own podcast?
I mean, I had one prior,
Okay.
Purple Pill Phenomena, that I did with some buddies. Went great, you know. Just kind of went our own ways.
Yeah.
But before that, I mean, dude, I listened to podcasts since I was like, I don't know, like early 20s. I think I put a post on my Instagram. Mm-hmm. It was like 2013-ish, you know. It's kind of when I got introduced to like Rogan, T-Fat K, like all these podcasts. And the trade I was doing at the time was so isolating. You know, I was going crazy. Whoever the fuck raw dogs a 8-hour, 10-hour shift, bro, with no headphones.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with you.
I used to have to do that shit at Amazon, bro.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
Man, I promise you I did.
Well, then I got tired of music.
Yeah.
You can only listen to the same shit so many times. And so I was able to listen to conversation and learn shit, dude. Learn shit. And some of them that I don't even like learn anything, you know. It's just conversation in the background to keep me sane, you know. And out of that 2-hour podcast, I may not learn shit, but there may be one little gem in there that we discussed this before, you know? And that's why I tell people, you know, like when people are trying to like, oh man, your podcasts are so long, or hour and a half, 3 hour, what it is so long. Just leave it on in the background or break it up into chapters, you know, like 15 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Know? And I guarantee you, even the local small podcasts like ours, you're going to learn something. And I also think they're even cooler to listen local because we kind of go through the same shit in our area.
That's what I like.
You know what I mean?
No, that's what I like.
And we're not blue check marks, so we fucking have actual realistic conversations, you know? And I'm not saying all blue check marks don't, you know? But kind of when you start to get into those bubbles, things become a little different.
You got to start talking about certain shit.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, I mean, I listened to Pat
McAfee?
Pat Bet Davis.
Okay.
His podcast, and he's a good podcast, man. But like he was saying something the other day that like the average income is like 150 grand a year or some shit. Maybe in Florida where he's at, I don't know. But where I'm at, it's like fucking 30 or 40K.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But you know, shit like that, man. Yeah. So if you listen to I-70 or, you know, my podcast or any of the other ones, there's, you know, a handful of good ones here, dude, that, you know, you could, you know, be like, oh, damn, that's relatable. You know what I mean? And it helps pass time. It helps make whatever you're doing. You're working on the car, you're working in the garage, you're working out, whatever you're doing, like it makes it just easier. You know what I mean? Just more enjoyment out of that, you know?
I hear you, bro. Like for me, I stumbled upon podcasting. Man, like you said, I'm going to say like, I've always saw podcasting, you know what I mean? But I think I really got into it when I started driving for Amazon.
Oh, I bet.
When I was in that truck, I'm like, bro, I'm not finna fucking listen to music for 10 hours, bro. And I'm like, bro, I'm finna start listening to podcasts. And I actually learned how to do wholesale real estate. Like you say, I learned something. I would get in the truck, turn that podcast on, and I literally learned something as I'm dropping off packages all day. I got my AirPods in, and you learn stuff. You know what I mean? So like, that's when I got big into podcasts. That's when I stumbled upon Joe Rogan and all those different big podcasts, because I was like, oh, this shit is actually educational. And I don't just listen to the big podcasts.
Yeah.
If I see, I'm gonna tell you, at this point in my life, if I see your podcast pop up, I'm gonna take a listen.
Yeah, it's like what we were talking about earlier with those free reign guys. Mm-hmm. And I've talked about it before on my podcast. Like, you can see what's happening local. Look what I told you happened to them.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
Kind of, you know, had to step down and resign, you know, because the shit that they were talking about. And it's like, you go, oh shit, even in my area of Kansas City, people are stopping people from free speech.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And that'll piss you off. And it opens up your eyes like, oh shit, this doesn't just happen in California. This can happen even in the Midwest. Out of all places you think is the most free, you know what I mean? But it's not. It's starting to get, you know, metropolitan areas, you know, a little different, you know what I mean? But it's just, it's eye-opening.
Yeah.
So,
and then you always speak about that, man. You got a passion for First Amendment. You know what I mean? Do you feel like that at this time, 2024, that it's starting to seem like the First Amendment right don't exist anymore?
I think the First Amendment's always been attacked.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm starting to see a swing.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you could say if you watch only a certain algorithm of videos on YouTube, you could be like, oh shit, you can't say nothing. But I mean, not really. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You just gotta pay the cost.
Yeah.
That's it. You just gotta be willing to pay the cost. You know what I mean? And there's individuals like that dude. You know what I mean? I don't even fucking know him.
Yeah.
But he said, fuck that, I'm gonna pay the cost.
Yeah.
You know? And it probably wasn't something that he wanted to pay, but he's like, you're not gonna tell me I can't fucking talk about what I want to talk about.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I think everybody should be entitled to their own opinion. You know what I mean? It's up to you as the individual to cipher and, try to figure out what you think is true and what's not true and what relates to you. But everybody should be able to speak. Man.
Yes. Here's my thoughts on. I truly agree with you and echo that sentiment about say what you want. I just because I'm a conversationalist. I like to talk. Stand on your point and be able to sit across from somebody who disagrees with you.
Yeah.
And be able to articulate your point. I don't like people who can spew things, but then if you were sitting across from a person who disagreed, you couldn't do it the same way. Be able to
or you don't want to because you don't want to have confrontation.
Thank you.
It's like, why?
Yeah, that's how I feel about the First Amendment. Say what you want.
You don't grow without challenge.
Say that, bro.
You don't. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you can't sit down and control your fucking emotions, you know what I mean? And I've had people that have said shit and I'm just like shaking my head, you know what I mean? And there was a time before I started to change my life where things would make me snap.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Me
when
too.
I was a younger man.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't know how to control my emotions and I would just react. And that's the biggest thing I think that people need to figure out. Hey, how do I control my emotions? How do I control how I react to situations and conversations and be a better person?
Yeah.
That's it. Now, I understand why people are reacting on some things because some things they are wanting to implement into your life without your permission.
Yes, sir.
And that's the shit that everybody's starting to get pissed off about. Going back to the point we said with the government, it's like you got to stay the fuck out of people's lives, man.
Have to,
you know
bro.
what I mean? You want to help Americans? Stop thinking about power and control and all this fucking shit. Think about protecting us, and that's it.
And that's
let everybody live their fucking lives, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're going to give any power back, give it back to the states or counties, you know what I mean, in those areas, so people have the ability, if this doesn't work out here, I can move here where these people are the same as me. Because there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You see it in cultures. People want to live in a certain area because there's a certain culture there.
That they agree with.
That they agree with, that they're familiar with.
Yes, sir.
And I see nothing wrong with that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? No matter what color, race you are, if you feel happier there, you only have one fucking life. That's it. One life. We're all gonna. That's the one thing we share in common.
That's
we're
inevitable.
we're all gonna die.
Yes, sir. And look, you don't know when.
And you don't know when. Everyone thinks they're gonna live to 60 and retire and live the next 20 years, dude. Average death rate's like what, 65, 75?
I think it's lower for men.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
You got a solid, let's just call it 70 or 65 years, depending on how you live your life. Majority of America has decided how they like to live their life, which is what, like over half of the population's obese. So you only got a very small amount of time. And
we shortened it.
So stop fucking with people. Worry about yourself and live your life, and make the most of it. That's all you can do.
And that's man. I love what you just said, man. Because I think in this last year or so, I've tapped into that. Like, bro, I have one life to live, bro. I can't give a fuck about what you think of me and this, that, and the third, because we all gonna die, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll be damn, I get to that point in life, and I'm, one thing my father always say, he always say, son, the saddest thing you can see is a man with regret in his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
When he regret, damn, I should have. That's what my father always said, man, go live your life, man. Don't let nobody control you. And I think you echoing that same type of shit. Like,
there was a dude, I can't remember the motivational speaker, but he, man, I want to say his Ed something, or I can't remember. But
let it come to you.
He said that his worst fear was to be on his deathbed and all of his dreams are surrounding him, looking down at him and going, you could have gave us life and you didn't. You decided to fucking cower away and not do shit. And I'm not saying you got to follow this whole grind culture of work your fucking ass off 18 hours a day or whatever, be a business owner, you know, this whole attractive lifestyle that everyone wants to do. You don't even have to do that. If you're happy with going to work, working 8 hours, going home to your family or going home to yourself or going home to your girlfriend, whatever, boyfriend, whatever it is, as long as you are putting your energy into that, I don't see how you could go wrong. You know, there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be regrets, you know, all that shit. Live with it and, you know, you move on, man. You know, the kind of what I spoke to you last time about stoicism. Yeah. You know, it's been the huge influence in my life, dude. And there's two words. It's amore fati and there's memento mori. Okay. Amore fati is love and fate. Love of fate. And then memento mori is remember you must die. Okay. Those are two crucial things that everyone should remember in their life. When shit's falling apart around you, just fucking take it. You know what I mean? And keep trucking. Don't run into that victim mentality of poor me. Trust me, I'm saying this from a person who has been that way at one point in my life. And also remember, you are going to die. You know, so like live your life, man. You know, go out there, you know, go try to be the best person you can, because that's the thing, dude. Everybody wants to focus on everybody else. And if you just focus on yourself and try to implement healthier changes for you, and even if you can, the people around you, you're making the world better. Yeah, you are. You don't have to go out there and be on the internet and, you know, fucking try to force people. You know what I mean? And you can put your shit out there. You can talk to your people, whatever you want to do. And that will like trigger a wave of like a spread, you know, of like a good, healthy lifestyle. Yeah. Healthy can be physically, mentally, whatever. You know what I mean? And I think if people more did that, you know, kind of like, for instance, if you take care of your house and your property and you try to make it the best you can, you know, and if others start seeing that, you know, like on my block, there'll be a person out cutting their grass. All of a sudden you see two or three people out there cutting their grass. You know what I mean? If you there's a bunch of renovations going on my block. It started with this house. Some guy was doing whatever. And then I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, then I started doing something.
Hey, man, we were that way.
Yeah, for sure. And then like the other person started. So it's like a trifecta, you know, it just starts triggering other people to, oh shit, man, like that's looking nice, man. I got looking at your shit and like, oh, I got to do something. You know what I mean?
Taking pride in
I got to do something. I like what they're doing. Yeah. That they probably feel good and accomplished after that. Yeah. I'm going to do that too.
Yeah. And honestly, man, on what you're saying, I think that's, you know, with the hood, you know, we talking about the ghettos of America, you know what I mean? Whether it be, you know, white people or Asian people or whatever, you know what I mean? Mexican people, regardless. I just always roll through the hood and I always say, man, if we took more pride in our community, we could have a suburb, if you will. Because like, for instance, in the hood, you'll see people in their car, man, they just throw shit out the window. You know what I mean? Because nobody has no pride there. You know what I mean? They don't give a damn. But when you roll through the suburbs, somebody will be on their front yard and see you throw something out, they'll walk out, hey, man, and pick it up they damn self. Like, man, you're not finna do that shit around here. So that's the one thing I always want to see the hood latch on to, basically the sentiment that you're speaking about. Have some pride in your community, man. Like, you know, you can make your area a better area. And all it takes is that one gentleman to be like, man, my yard gonna be impeccable.
As much pride as you take into that street name, take into the physical like appearance of your neighborhood.
Talk heavy, bro.
I mean? Like everybody wants to be like, I'm from this block. You know what I mean? Why don't you take care of your fucking block?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But you know, you can't, and a lot of that shit's just due, you know, people grooming young people to be a certain way. You know what I mean? So it's hard to break, you know, and there's an allure to a very lazy, you know, like not contributing to society. You know what I mean? It's freeing. It's like, I ain't got to do shit. You know, I don't fucking care. Because it's hard to want to be a contributor to society and grind and, you know, help. And it's hard. Yeah. It's not easy. But, you know, I think it's the most rewarding.
I mean, and then it's doable.
In the end. Yeah, it's doable. It's easy. Like you said, if you see a fucking box laying in the road, pick it up.
Just pick it up, man. Yeah. And Esai, I need a favor. Can you plug this up for me real quick, bro, please? I ain't want to get up. Sorry, I know y'all having a conversation. My bad, bro. And I feel that way, man. And I get
Hopefully they're not like, hey, keep it down over there. You guys are crazy.
Shit, nobody in here now, so no, we good to go. This is my favorite time. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Yeah, man.
Oh, nobody's in here. The turn of the frog's gay. Just kidding.
No, man, for me, man, like, I get that from my mother, man. Like, just, it's interesting. Like, the block that I, grew up on, really, from 6th grade, from the time I left St. Louis, everybody on that block. Now, we in the middle of a fucking war zone, but this particular block, everybody just took pride in this block. We made sure our grass was cut. You know what I mean? So when you would walk past our block, you would go, damn, like, this motherfucker look good, because all those people on that block was just like, look, we gonna take pride in this shit. We gonna make it look good. You know what I mean? So, and I just think that's just...
And do what you can, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have the funds, I understand. People are on hard times right now.
Yes, sir.
Do what you can. And also reflect. Do I need this fucking $1,500 iPhone? Do I need these fucking Gucci pants or whatever the fuck you're going to buy? Do I need to put 22-inch rims on my fucking car?
Yeah.
Probably not. You know what I mean? Do I need to go out and buy a Beamer or whatever? Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
It's like, bro, do you need that shit, or do you need to fucking take care of your shit that, needs to be taken care of?
Because motherfuckers' priorities be out of order. I never forget, I never forget I was dating a young lady. She from the suburbs. I took her down in the hood, right? Now she see the I took her down to my mom and them house. She see the area, but she said, and I can't help but notice it is some nice ass cars around here, though. I'm like, motherfuckers' priorities is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is, dude, when you're young, you're to a flip of a coin of if you're going to get good mentors or not. And a mentor could be a father, a mother, a uncle, an aunt, or grandma, whatever it is in your life. Some people just get fucked, man, and it's just like you, unfortunately, whatever you have is kind of how you live, and if you don't have that, it's going to take a while to change, Speak of me, like, I didn't have like, a ton of great mentors, you know what I mean? Or, it took a lot of me to figure this shit out by trial and error. So I was a dumbass when I was fucking in my 20s and my teens, you know what I mean? Fucking thought I was a fucking gangster when I was younger and all this shit. I went through all these phases. Yeah. But the point is that if you're fucking 30-something years old and you're still doing the same shit, bro, you're not changing, you know what I mean?
And then, like, bro, and I always say this, Gabe, bro, you're corny to us. Like, you individuals who 30, you still on the shit we was doing, we was in our early 20s, 10, you're corny to us now, bro, because it's like, give it up, because we know there's no life in that.
And no one's saying you can't dress or whatever way, or, roll in your fucking car that you like, or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean, or do whatever you want to do. We're just saying contribute. That's all we're saying. Contribute. Make sure your kids are taken care of. Make sure your fucking woman or your man is taken care of, and your family, and whatever. Or even if you're by yourself, make sure yourself is taken care of, Just because you're by yourself don't mean you don't have to take care of nothing.
No, that's real, bro.
You're still a one person in a society of people. So make sure that you're being the best that you can be. Yeah. That's what Stoicism teaches, and a lot of people, like, religion has increased. But people I talk to, there's not very many religious people. And this guy that I had on my podcast named Wes, he said that if you don't worship something high, like if you don't worship God, who they say is supposedly the highest that Most you can worship, you'll worship the next best thing. So that may be money to you, that may be women or men or whatever the fuck it is. You'll worship that. And and I'm not saying that you have to go and worship God, but find something that's healthy. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? And make that, your life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to do the religious thing, which I understand, I've been in and out of religion in my life, personally at this time in my life. I believe in some sort of higher power. I know a lot of people say that. Yes, sir. It's hard for me to really define. I haven't figured that completely out yet, but find something else, like we talked about with Stoicism. That's a good thing. I mean, there's so many different things. You can't say in 2024 that you don't know what to do or how to live. There's a YouTube video for everything. And I remember when YouTube came out, what was that, like early 2000s.
We was looking at bullshit on YouTube when it first came out, bro. We
Dude,
was
to
looking at
fix our
bullshit.
cars, we were buying books at AutoZone. You know what I mean? Like, what the
Or asking
fuck?
grandpa to show you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had to know somebody.
somebody.
So it's like you have no excuses right now. And luckily, I don't bash the younger generation like some people do. Oh, this younger generation is fucking falling apart. I see a lot of good, like, younger people like coming up and having these great influences like Jocko and David Goggins and all these guys.
Jocko's amazing, by the way.
Yeah, like all these very influential guys.
Yeah.
And even I'm sure there's on the girl side, there's
For sure.
influential women out there that you can listen to and help benefit your life, because a lot of people will be like, I don't want to listen to these motivational videos. They're corny, blah, blah. Or, dude, you're just being lazy.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
it,
sir.
bro. You know what I mean?
You don't want to grow.
Yeah, and they're like, well, it's all about discipline. And it is.
It is.
You have to have discipline in order to incorporate changes. But there's also many times, and I think we've all faced this, to where we feel down and out, and we're like, man, I don't want to do shit today. I don't want to work out. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to, whatever it is. I don't want to pay attention to my girl or my guy. And you throw a certain YouTube video on, whether it be on fitness or relationships or whatever it is, and it helps you. It goes, oh, I'm tripping right now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
damn, I need to show her attention. I need to show him attention. I need to change this about me, or I need to go work out, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? And if you have access to that now,
Man, I'm telling you, man, I'll never forget when I first stumbled across Jocko's page. I was weird. Well, I'm weird in this sense. I would go on YouTube, some of the early years, and I would watch Bud SEAL training. Right, and that's how I stumbled upon him. You know, he's a Navy SEAL.
yeah.
So, like,
so is David Goggins. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, that was just a big deal for me, because I would always just be like, man, these are some of the, I always feel like Navy SEALs are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, if I could follow the discipline that they exude, you know, in battle, I could become a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of latched on to those type of people. And then when he got his podcast, and David Goggins, he do all the podcasts he do, it's like, that's the discipline I feel men, as we grow, we need.
Yeah.
Because men, let me say this, man, an undisciplined man is dangerous.
Oh, very.
We could tear some shit up if we don't got no drive or no discipline.
An undisciplined woman is dangerous. Women are just as key to the community as men.
Yeah.
And, you know, this whole above me, below me type bullshit, there's not. We're on fucking the same playing fields. It's all about just respect towards one another in their roles. So when someone says, hey, respect your man, that's not saying he's higher than her. If someone says respect your woman, that doesn't mean she's higher than you. You just, however you live your life, it doesn't have to be one specific way, but you need to respect each other on how you set up your life. You both should be contributing, and however you're contributing, and that's it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there is no, we're all the same. You know what I mean?
And I feel, man, I'm so glad you said that, man, because for me, it's like what you said, like, as a man, respect your woman. It don't mean you my slave or nothing like that. You beneath me. It's like, baby, I love you. I'm going to do right by you. Yeah. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? Why?
And also, too, I have to say this because if my buddy Joe watches, who's an Army Ranger, they actually say Army Rangers are the top dogs, the Navy SEAls.
Now, hold on. No.
I heard Delta is actually the
heard.
ones who go and save the Navy SEAls.
See, okay, now look, that's what I heard.
No disrespect to Navy SEAls.
No disrespect. I definitely heard that Rangers and Delta, they go rescue the Navy SEAls. I just feel
Nick
like,
Irving talks about that, the Reaper. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, like, when you watch it, what's the guy? He had a podcast. He has all the Navy SEALs and Green Berets and all them guys.
Sean Ryan.
I love your platform.
I like his platform, but I was a little upset with him on the Trump conversation because I felt like he could have.
This new? Do I need to go check?
Yeah, this just came out. Trump's been making like a bounce, like a podcast tour.
Yeah.
And he's been on like Sean Ryan. He was on Lex Friedman. I think he was even on Theo Vaughn, which kind of cracks me up.
With Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, I fucking love Theo Vaughn. He cracks me up. But Lex Friedman did pretty good at kind of pushing. It was kind of weird how he was saying. I mean, I'm not going to be overcritical of him. He can run it the way he runs it.
Facts.
But they could have pushed a little more because I've listened to tons of their episodes and I've heard them push. You know what I mean? Like push against the grain. They've asked hard, difficult questions. And on that one, I just didn't. It was kind of scripted, to be honest with you, which, as you can tell, and everyone should pay attention to this, anytime you see a political figure on any podcast, it's always this short, basic mid-ass questions,
say
bro.
the same
Like
shit,
it's
bro.
like what? Like my kid could have thought of those
Yes, bro.
questions. Like,
Yeah.
come on, ask the real shit.
Now,
you
let me
know?
ask you this then. If a politician was to come sit down on to bring about, now, do you feel like that their team, their PR team or whatever, steps in and say, hey, look, we're not going to answer these type of questions.
Yeah.
You can't. Would you agree to the episode?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either because I can't ask you
No, if
cookie
you're
cutter type of
gonna,
shit.
because the whole point is to have open conversation.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not gonna chase likes for your fucking to make you look good.
Yeah, nah,
Like,
damn
no.
that. And then it's going to make you look bad because motherfuckers going to
Yeah,
be like,
they're gonna be like,
you
man,
let that
this dude-
motherfucker get away with that shit.
Yeah, you ask more difficult questions to John than
Yeah,
fucking this dude, you know?
Yeah, no, that's real.
I'm good, man. I'll pass.
And then, matter of fact, I want to give my dog a shout out, man. You got me to read. Well, I got the audiobook. One of the best books I've ever read, bro.
Meditations? Yeah.
By
it's a
Marcus
good book.
Aurelius.
Yeah.
Man, hey, listen, if you haven't read that book or listen, I got the audio because I hate reading, but I love audio
No,
books.
audiobook's great.
Man, it was one of the best reads, man, because and I'm a history guy, so I loved it even more. To hear how some of those things relate to even to today and just us as men, bro, and just how to live your life. He wasn't perfect. He had his own, things going on, but it's some gems in there that I think a lot of people could use.
That's what I would recommend you actually getting the physical copy.
Okay.
So you can highlight.
Because that's how you had it in yours.
Yeah. So I highlight things, and because this isn't a book you just read and then just forget.
I took notes on mine.
Yeah, you got to take notes. You got to go back to it. When you're feeling a certain way, read through it. It's just like the Bible for people.
Yes, sir.
Like they feel good when they read a certain passage. You know, same thing with that. There's tons of good books, and especially like if you're like me, where I'll read a book and I'll forget about it in a month. You know what I mean? Like my memory is horrible. Like you'll have to go back and read it again. But sometimes you don't want to read everything because not everything will correlate with you. So highlight shit and have your mental or your physical notes. Oh, like, dude, it will help you get through whatever you're going through right there in your life.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Also, another one, too, I just read, who was recommended to me by that Army Ranger, Joe. He's actually the coach at our gym.
Okay.
He recommended The Color Code, okay? The Color Code is a great fucking book for learning who you are, your characteristic, like things that bother you with people who are opposite of you, because that's what I see all the time. I see people so upset about how other people view things or live their lives or whatever. Read that book and it'll explain to you what color you are. I believe the color, it's been a while since I read it, about a handful of months, but it's red, blue, yellow, and white. Okay. And you'll more than likely be a combination of a couple of colors, but you'll be able to, that book helps you, and there's a test in it, so it'll tell you what color you are.
Okay.
It takes like your childhood and your adulthood, because childhood's a lot of the reason of why you are the way you are.
Yes, sir.
So it'll help you figure out who you are, to understand yourself, because that's a problem that we have. We don't understand ourselves.
Yes,
This
sir.
is why we become so reactive and the way a lot of people are, the way I was, and I can still be at times, because this isn't a read it and you're fixed.
Right.
This is a continued process. And to be honest, you will keep improving and learning until the day you die. You know what I mean? So you'll never be, if you're chasing perfection, it's not going to happen from reading a handful of books. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to continue to make mistakes.
Yeah.
The point is to make them smaller, like less and less. Every year that goes by, you should be a lot better than you were the previous year.
Yes, sir.
So I would recommend getting that book. It also, the biggest thing I see right now is relationships. Relationships right now, it's just like there's so many, like, I guess you would say, like the way they do things like on YouTube, to where they're like, oh, you got to be this way and alpha and blah, 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 or women need to be that way. It's like, nah, what you need to do is you need to understand the person you're with, understand who they are, and you will be better equipped to be like in the relation. You'll know your role.
Right.
You know what I mean? You'll understand their role. You'll understand how they're thinking. They understand how they feel. All that stuff, and it'll bring you closer together. That's the biggest thing, man. Don't try to just be like, I'm a man, listen to me.
That's real. No, that's real shit.
I'm a woman, you need to do this shit for me. Like, nah, man, fucking, everyone is different. Everyone is different.
And every relationship is different.
Every relationship is different. The way you live your life, you don't have to live it how they say you need to live it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like
sir.
you live it the way you want. So if the man's cool with coming home and cooking dinner for his wife, or if a woman's good with coming home and cooking dinner for her husband, or whatever it is, however you distribute the roles in your relationship, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you two
Yes, sir.
are happy. And the point is to make it even.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like everybody wants, like dudes especially, like they want to be like, I want to work and come home to this, and this done. You know what I mean? Okay, well, does your girl work? Yeah, she works. You know, it's hard.
Yeah.
So you expect
Sometimes
her to do
your
all
ass
that
don't want
shit?
to come home and do
Yeah,
shit.
no, I'm saying you expect, you have to set your life up
Yeah.
to where it's even.
Yep.
So like you should be like, oh no, you know, actually she does work. Let me help her out with this, and this.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the guy, he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get 2 jobs. Okay. I'm going to sacrifice that, but I'm going to make sure that my woman's at home and able to enjoy our children and be able to do it. And she's going to help out on this side and taking care. And if she's good with that, ain't nothing fucking wrong with that.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It's like the shit they gave shit to Butker for that. Saying
Which
that
one?
stuff.
Which one? Oh, the kicker for the
punter.
yeah.
They gave him shit because he spoke about how he feels, you know what I mean, in life, on how he thinks that his relationships or whatever, how he views things.
Right.
Why? The dude, that's how he thinks. He makes millions of dollars, so he's able to fucking.
He can do that.
He can do whatever the fuck he
Yeah,
wants. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But I told you last time, if you're fucking working at Foot Locker, okay,
You can't
don't
talk like him.
Don't expect to be fucking Andrew Tate this bitch talking about I can do whatever the fuck I want. Nah,
Yeah,
come on,
nah, that's real.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, I like that, bro. I like that. No, that's dope. Because you right, man. Because like you saying, man, if you ain't bringing home the bacon, relax, my boy.
And even money just goes so far, dude. You mentally, you know, emotionally, those are huge factors,
Yeah.
dude. Huge factor. And this is coming from a dude who has been through it all.
Yes, sir.
In relationships. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean? Been through it all, dude. And relationships can be the most difficult fucking thing you will ever go through, okay? And you will go through your ups and downs and all sorts of shit, but the point is to get better and to learn each other.
Yep.
That's it. You know,
Yep.
Simple as that.
Man, and it's crazy because you already answered. I was definitely gonna ask you to give tips to like men who are just getting into marriage or just becoming a father. You know,
Well,
what
I don't
mean?
want to give tips because my life may be different, you know?
Like
so
that.
there's things that, you know, the way I go about things is things that other people won't do, you know what I mean? Or men or women won't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't necessarily give tips. All I can do is give tools. Here's the tools that
Stuff that you learned.
that kind of help me, and I still don't have it all figured out.
That's
I'll be
right.
the first one to say that.
I like that.
I don't even know how my fucking life will be here in 10 years. I don't fucking know. I might be by myself. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Life is up
real.
and down, bro. You know what
That's
I mean?
real.
So, or my shit might be greater than ever.
Yep.
You know, my situation. So, who knows, man? You know what I mean? All I can do is tell you, hey, there's great stuff out there for you to learn and help you. And stop being fucking lazy
Yes,
and
sir.
just go out there and take advantage of that. The amount of time that you put into knowing grown man stats.
Woo!
Sorry, I know you like football and
I
stuff.
love it. I
all
love
right?
sports, period.
Yeah, and the amount of time you put into that shit, or the amount of time these girls out there put into fucking every goddamn reality show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, it's your thing. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Put that energy into yourself.
So are you saying you don't like football?
No, I don't mind football. I just kind of declined after a while. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Especially after like the COVID shit and all that stuff. It was just kind of, and I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I think once you start getting into the mixed martial arts type, and there's people that are in that community and they like football still, and that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just, it's not as fun. I still watch. I
Yeah.
still go. I love the playoffs and stuff. I like more of the camaraderie. You
Gotcha.
know what I mean? Like when you're in a room full of people and everyone's excited and all that stuff. But I'm not the type of guy to be like, oh, I know this guy's every touchdown he's made and all that. Just not me. You know
I
what
got
I
you.
mean?
Now let's get into what you are into. Jujitsu.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that, Mark. See, when you get your big dog bite, you can do shit like that.
Oh yeah, it's hella brothers out there, man. Brother.
They gonna spin the block and see who. But then all of them got their lady with them too. Go ahead. Every one of them. Look.
Every one of them has a flame bandana on.
Yeah. Oh, they out, boy. It's a beautiful day in KC. Now, let me ask you, bro. When did you get into jujitsu?
2019 is when I started at 10 Planet.
Okay.
Fucking great gym.
Still around?
Love those guys. Yeah, they're up in Platte City.
Shout out to y'all.
I'll actually be out there Monday. They're the ones helping me with all my merch. So
Gotcha.
go check them out. Had a long layoff after that. Just had a kid at the time.
Okay.
Started, was going pretty frequently to the point to where it's like work, then got off there. You know, I was kind of neglecting family. You know what I mean? So I had to kind of dial it back. I should have dialed it back to where just, you know, a couple of days instead of quitting in general. So I stopped after like, I don't know, half a year or some shit. And then I fell off until where I just started at this gym. They opened up in like 2023 of January or February or some shit.
We know which gym is. Give them a shout out.
Healy and Gracie. Yeah, they're up north. Great fucking people, dude. I mean, it's right down the street from my house.
Yes, sir.
I will recommend that if you do join a gym, make sure it's close, you know, because then you have no excuses. But yeah, man, I mean, I got back into it. It's been a life changer, dude, you know, and it doesn't even have to be jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to go fish, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you want to do, find something.
Do something.
You got to have a hobby.
Yes, sir.
You know, if you want to draw, whatever.
Yeah,
you know? But no, man, yeah, it's been a life changer, man, mentally and physically for me. It's the people. Yeah. You know, there's so many great people in that community, man, that, you know, it's weird how going into a gym and after a long day of stress and work and relationships and kids and all this shit that's just, you don't understand, especially as a man, you know what I mean? I'm not saying women don't deal with this either, because there's women in jiu-jitsu too that get the same satisfaction. It's like you go in there and it's so built up. People don't realize you get all this energy built up inside you. You need a release. You need that release, that shit, you know? And when you're in there and you're drilling and someone's trying to fucking choke you out, you're trying to choke out somebody else. I mean, afterwards of, you know, 5-minute rolls at the end of the night, you know, and everything's like, oh, it's not that bad. Yeah. You know, it's just, my life isn't that horrible. You know, if I can do this, yes, sir, you know, which is so taxing, you'll be fine with this bullshit it's got you so worked up, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I go box in the morning. Yeah, and it sets my day off.
Yeah, I watch you a lot, bro. Dude, you're getting really good, man.
Thank you, bro.
I love the mitt work you got.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. And like, I always talk to everybody. You know, they ask me about it, and the first thing I always say is, bro, going into that gym does something to me. Yeah, you know, and at first I couldn't explain it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with me? But like, it releases that energy, man. All that built up, like you said, as men, bro, we deal with so much, and we put it on ourselves. Yeah, you know, we be our biggest critics. Yeah. But man, life are just like the trials and tribulations you've been through. Life got you stressed. You trying to figure out how you gonna pay this bill, work, whatever. Going to do some form of combat or any hobby, but we just speak about combat right now. It definitely does something to you, man. Yeah. Hitting that bag or rolling with somebody. If you do MMA, whatever, man. Yeah. And you said this when we was on the podcast, you know, on your podcast. Men, you need to do something, bro. Go do something. Hunt, fish, do something, man. Don't just work and go home. Yeah, yeah. And that's what all you do all day, 24/7. You just work and go home, because life will start to get to you after a while.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to deal with that and you're still, you know, being healthy mentally and physically, which I don't know how you could be. You know, I guess if you're just working out or whatever, that's cool. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like if more people involve themselves into martial arts, it's kind of crazy, because you're like, man, if I learn how to do this art and the self-defense that comes with it, the sport or whatever you're going for, or the exercise or whatever, it's probably going to make me more fucking tense and crazy and all this sort of shit, you know? And there's probably people that are kind of wired a little off. Yeah. Maybe it does, you know what I mean? But a majority of people, it does the opposite. It fucking changes your life, man. Yeah. You know, it literally calms you down. So that way, and especially when you go at it for so long, you're in situations that before you became hostile
Yes.
or, you had to prove something.
Yes.
And now you're like, I ain't got to prove shit. What the fuck? I know I can beat this dude's ass.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I mean? Like I'm going to save my energy
Yeah.
for the dude that I know I can't beat at the gym. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. It's just, it completely changes your mind. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And everyone's like, oh man, that's corny. They're being just like, whoever this famous person, they say, dude, they're saying it for a reason.
It's so true, man.
They're saying it for a reason, man.
It's
Just
true,
like
man.
health and fitness. How many people always bash the person that's like, oh man, only talks about exercise, right?
Yeah.
That used to bother me before when I was very big. I didn't take care of myself. I was the dude that came home and drank and just played the father hubby role,
Yeah.
And I used to be like, damn, I don't want to hear this shit. Like I always talk about that shit. There's a fucking reason, man. Like it is literally changing their life and they want to help you.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, think about that. Isn't that crazy? The people in whatever martial art, whatever fitness, whatever you do,
Yeah.
like could keep it to themselves.
Yes.
But for some reason, they want to help other people.
Some
You
of
know,
doggies
yeah,
days,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like they want to help you.
Yeah.
You should take that as a blessing.
For sure.
You should be like, God damn, like not that they're being annoying, that
Yeah.
they are the one friend or person that actually wants to help change you. The friends that you cling to are the ones that don't tell you shit.
Don't tell you nothing. Yes, man.
They just go, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, dude, yeah,
Yeah.
keep doing it, man. You doing great, man. Like what? Like, come on, man. You know I can improve.
That's
You
real,
know?
bro. And for me, I'll say I grew up like you in the sense of, man, you can ask anybody, man, I was a live wire growing up. Like I let things get to me where I couldn't control my emotions and like
Oh, yeah.
I
I know.
lash out at just little small shit. You know what I mean? Boxing makes me now, bro, I be out and about, I smile at a motherfucker now like, bro, I will 1-2 your ass so motherfucking fast. You don't even know it, bro. You think we should be on some street fighting shit. I'm gonna throw this motherfucking jab so smooth. So it's like, bro,
Yeah.
it calms you down. Like, bro,
Oh,
just
yeah.
go about your business, bro. Like, we
Dude,
don't gotta do this, bro.
everybody should feel like they should be put in a situation where somebody is grabbing you or they're hitting you or something. You should, especially a man, if you haven't gone through that in your
Yes, sir.
life,
You slipping.
you're fucking up, dude.
Slipping, bro.
Because how you see life and yourself
Yeah.
is not realistic. You know how many dudes out here, they're like, I see red. When I fight, I see red.
I'm bad.
No one can
boy.
stop me.
Yeah, talk about it, bro.
I know a fucking
about it, Brody.
16-year-old kid that will fucking choke you out, dude.
That'll whoop your
You know?
ass, embarrass you.
I probably know a girl that'll choke you out of that gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's real.
Come on, bro. You can't think that way. And that's not me gloating. I'm not
No,
like
not at
trying
all.
to be like, oh, dude, all those people, if you go to my gym, if you go to any gym in Kansas City, bro,
Yes.
99% of those dudes, they will not be like that. You won't even know they
You won't
fucking
even-
train. You're like, dude, they're the most, like, you look at the dude and you're like, this dude looks like a nerdy ass. Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's the one you gotta be careful of. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like they will not like be like that. They're not trying to prove anything to you because they know. Nikki Rod was on T-Fat-K talking about that. They're like, have you ever been in any altercations? He's like, yeah. He's like, I've had some people, come up to me. He's like, but what the fuck? I'm gonna kill this guy. You know what I mean? Like, what am I?
That's where the calmness comes.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
bro,
gonna fucking kill this dude, go to jail, you know what I mean, or get sued.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, there's no point. That's the whole thing of martial arts, is discipline.
Yes, sir.
There's no reason. You know what I mean? It's no reason. No reason.
Now let me ask you this. Okay, you got 3. Okay, we talking about just combat here. Street fight go on.
Oh shit! What are you gonna ask me?
MMA, boxing, jiu-jitsu. Who you got winning?
Well, MMA is just a mixed martial arts.
Exactly.
So
That's why I put it in there.
It would be all of them
Okay.
together. But what do you mean? Like,
So like if this guy does MMA, this guy just box, this guy does just jiu-jitsu. Who you got in the street fight?
are they? I don't know. Just I guess
They
it
all
depends.
experts, they the shit.
It just depends on levels. You
Okay,
know
here
what
we
I mean?
go. Yeah, because I can't say John Jones.
And
John
I would
Jones
say
gonna whip
mixed
everybody
martial arts overall. Yeah.
ass. That's my number one.
Yeah. I mean,
I do not want to run into MMA fighter.
No,
I don't wanna run
That's
into
why you
nobody
don't
who-
see, and no disrespect, no boxers in MMA. Like
Okay,
they don't,
now we
they
can
don't
talk
go
now.
and
Here we
you
go.
don't see Floyd Mayweather coming over to
Here we go.
MMA.
Now we can talk.
I'm ready
now.
to
Here we go.
rebut.
What you got? You said what you say?
All right, so the thing is,
Because we talking about street fight though. But I'm gonna get back to what he said.
Street fight.
Yeah.
How often have you seen a street fight like end after few punches.
It's 45 seconds. It's an average street fight.
Are we talking about like untrained people? Because that's like like 30 seconds.
No, we're talking about 2 trained people, right? Like one trained MMA, one trained boxer.
Yeah.
If they were to get in a street fight.
Yeah.
So that if the boxer lets it get to the ground, it's over for him.
It's over.
Yeah. But if it don't go to the ground,
now
that MMA person, in my opinion, is going to get fucked up.
Okay, now let me get my answer.
If it gets to the ground, it's done for the boxer.
Hold on. Have you ever got calf kicked?
Yeah. It hurts. Yeah,
They don't have to go to the ground. Yeah. That's the problem is when it comes to MMA, you got 4 limbs coming at you.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'm not taking anything from boxing, but the only thing is like, and from what I've experienced, the small amount of sparring I've done, it's like when you're just boxing, you just got to worry about up top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you get into kickboxing, now you got to worry about motherfucker kicking the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Then you go to MMA, now you got to worry about throwing a punch and getting, double legged or, taken to the ground. You know?
See, but here's the thing. In street fight scenario,
I see where you're going.
It is rarely ever kicks being thrown. It's always fists. So boxing will translate more to the street fight.
Probably depends on the individual.
For sure.
What
but
their
like
forte
9
is.
times out of 10, though, you're not seeing no one throwing kicks.
Yeah.
It's mainly fists or objects being thrown.
And you could say that. And you could say, well, you never really see 2 trained guys fighting in the street.
True.
So.
True.
No, that's real. That's a fact.
That goes to the discipline factor that you get from the training, especially like the MMA, Jiu-Jitsu stuff. There's so much discipline that goes into that.
Right.
Same with being a boxer. You're kind of taught not to engage in shit like that anyway.
You have nothing to prove.
Right.
You know what you can do. You do it 4, 6, 7 days a week. There's what do you got to prove? You already know. You already been through it. So there's no reason. You know what I mean?
See, now for John, now let me get John a synopsis of this whole thing. For me, right, being that I'm 73 and 4, you know what I'm saying?
73 and 4.
No, but on the real, for me, to the point that you made, Brody, it's rare you see kicks in a street fight. So in a street fight, like let's just say we just motherfucker come outside. I'm gonna take the boxer just because he used to just throwing his hands, and it's not gonna last that long. You know what I'm saying? With the leg kick, that's what I'm afraid of. I never want to bump into nobody who know how to use their feet, bro. Like I've always said that, because if you know how to use your feet, if I don't get to your ass quick enough, you probably gonna get John. I've never been the thigh kick and the calf kick. I've never been kicked, and I know. Brother,
it fucking hurts.
Let me
tell you that. It fucking hurts.
I'm not going, bro. I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm always going to go for the person who can throw their hands better. That's just me. I was a huge Conor McGregor fan. Conor McGregor ran through the UFC because he was nice with his hands. You know what I mean? Until he ran into Khabib. You know what I mean? A motherfucker who don't want to throw his hands is like, I'm just taking your ass to the ground.
Well, that's the thing is like if we were to change the scenario and you were to say like if you were out on the street, because a lot of people say jiu-jitsu is not practical. How many street fights go to the ground? 95% of fucking street fights. Somebody starts swinging and gets exhausted and tries to tackle the other dude. Or they start swinging and they end up on the fucking ground because they have no balance. Like, that's where jiu-jitsu comes to play. It's not practical. I would never pull guard on somebody in the fucking street. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, I would never fucking do that. I would fucking stand and bang with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to, but if you took me down, it gives me.
You comfortable.
I'm not worried about being on my back. I'm not worried about, whatever position I'm in. I'm cool, you know? But I don't want to fucking drop my knees on the fucking ground and shit and fuck myself up.
So we coming to a conclusion here. Here we go. If the shit go to the ground, jiu-jitsu got it. They comfortable. If the first 30 seconds, I'm giving it to the boxer.
And I'm probably not the most qualified person to be talking about this. You might want to bring an actual MMA guy on here or an actual black belt. I'm only a blue belt, so yeah.
Because and then now granted, and then when we go into the actual sport of boxing, there's a mat. I mean, you seen how Khabib ran through the MMA. You know what I mean? It's like you can't really fuck. If it's a mat and he comfortable, I don't have to kick you. I don't have to punch you.
Well, that's the thing with grappling, dude, is that like people overlook it, and it's not saying that it's better. It's just I don't know how to explain. Like, dude, one day, like when you guys are training, if you guys ever want, I'll come by. I ain't shit compared to the guys at the gyms I've been to. You know what I mean? I'll grapple with you just to show you.
No, that ain't my thing, bro.
You know what I mean? But you should feel it though.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to do all.
Like how about this? Like I don't really box. I mean, I take kickboxing classes, but I don't box. I'll spar with you. You know what I mean? And if you grapple, just to feel it. You know what I mean? Just to be like, oh, this is what they're talking about. Like, I get it now.
I mean, I have respect for it. Like I said before, for me,
right? But you should feel it. You know what I mean? Like that's why I tell everyone, you should go into a boxing gym, a jiu-jitsu gym, whatever it is, and just try it.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So that way you shut the fuck up.
Y'all gonna try to set me up though in jiu-jitsu gyms. Y'all gonna try to put the little young dude on me. Oh, he's 17. You gonna try to put the chick on me who can beat me up and grapple me. I'm not going for it. No, if I'm gonna lose, point me out. I'm gonna roll with the biggest, baddest motherfucker in there. So then when I hop up and I come to and I'm conscious and I got my breath again, I can be like, it's a bad motherfucker right there.
You should
set me up.
You should roll with a 6-month white belt.
No.
A dude who's been training like, I don't know, 4 days a week, maybe 5.
Okay.
And that way you go, oh my God, he's only been doing this for 6 months.
Yeah. Now, look, let me ask you a question. Can you remember when you was doing jiu-jitsu, can you remember the first person that tapped you out?
No, I mean, it was back in like 2019.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'm sure they didn't tap me out once. It was probably like 6 or 7 times, you know what I mean?
So throughout training, you motherfuckers getting tapped out that much?
James Regina, who I've had on the podcast, fucking great guy, man. I love that guy.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, he would come on here too if you ever want him on.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah, I'll holler at him. He's a 10 Planet guy. He's also an MMA guy too, a pro MMA.
Scratch that.
I think I probably rolled with him first.
Okay.
He was a blue belt at the time. Dude's got a crazy story. He was like 400 pounds, lost so much weight. And he fucking, I think he submitted me once. Not because he couldn't submit me more than that, because I was nothing to him.
Yeah.
He wasn't even going to waste his fucking time with me. He's like, I'm going to save my energy for where it counts.
Come on, bro. Come on. Let me get this little warm up in.
You got to remember, too, like people think that when they walk into a gym that they're just going to get beat the fuck up. Majority of gyms, they will set you up with the right person. I'm sure boxing's the same way. You know what I mean? They're not just going to, hey, throw some headgear on, hop in there and send you against a dude who's fucking 17-0.
No. His motherfucking father,
Oh, really?
Pops, goddamn me. He gonna ask me last week, yeah, John, you should spar Malachi Ross. This motherfucker's supposed to be in the Olympics. He one of the top boxers in the country. I said, bro, I'm not getting in there with him. Give me with somebody else.
Well, if you probably did, I doubt that guy would try.
But damn that. Don't set me up like that. I'm with you. Set me
He'd
up.
probably pop you up a little bit.
Because look, if I get out of character, I don't want to be in there with a motherfucker be like, oh yeah? Okay, well now I'm gonna whoop your ass. I want to be able to sock a motherfucker who, when he go his best, we still, you know what I mean? He up here, but I'm right here. I don't want to piss off a motherfucker who up here, and then he like, okay, now I'm finna embarrass your ass.
Well, I like to spar. I'll spar with you, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like to spar too. You know what I mean? I'm just not.
We can hug each other afterwards and ride on. We'll ride on the bike together afterwards.
Listen, I told you, get the side joint. We can ride all through. You know what I'm saying? You seen everybody riding through? I get right on the side of that joint. A little cart. What's wrong with the cart, bro? What is it called?
I don't know.
Sidecar?
Sidecar.
What's wrong with the sidecar? Why has that gone away? Why we don't, you know what I mean? Is that not cool no more? It was the shit back in the day. Now everybody's that's that judgmental shit we've been talking about. Now everybody all judgmental. Don't nobody want to be on the side with the little red helmet.
Everybody put John on the spot, and if he doesn't show up to my gym to at least attend one class, all right.
I am a gangster. I will go. I ain't. Now,
unsubscribe. I'm just joking.
One thing I'm not. I ain't never been afraid. You know what I'm saying? Me being.
Why don't you go to one out here? They got hella gyms out here. KCBJJ is not too long.
No, but I go. No. See, I got to go where I know somebody.
There you go.
So now I go to your gym, bro. Like
there
real.
You go.
And that's because for me, I'm the type of person, bro. I respect everybody's thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I asked that question just because I want to.
Yeah, I know if I go into a boxing ring, I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, I respect that. You know what I mean? For sure. But for me, I've always been. I'm gonna be honest. Growing up in the hood, they didn't let us grapple. You know, like you said.
All right, yeah, they'll stand up.
Hold on,
I hated that shit,
So
bro.
for me, I'm not used to that. So like, that's why for me, it's like, okay, I've never done that before. I've never wrestled. I played football. You know what I mean? But
I never wrestled either. That's what's cool about me. Like, take me as an example. All I did was football and soccer my whole life. I didn't have any type of grappling background. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm great or anything. You know, I'm decent. You know, and I feel like I do pretty decent at the age I'm at, the level I'm at. Like. Yeah. You know, if I can do it, you can anybody can fucking do it, you know, and don't go to try to be the next Gordon Ryan, you know, like just go and fucking, if you want to, yeah, by all means try, but like just go for to make you a better person, to release that energy and the physical fitness behind it. How much does it suck to work out and do the same shit all the fucking time?
It's boring, bro.
Yeah. So when you go to a gym like boxing or MMA or fucking jiu-jitsu, you're doing different shit all the fucking time.
Yes, sir.
That hour and a half goes by so quick.
Definitely.
So fucking quick. And the amount of calories you burn is insane. And what do we know? Calories in, calories out.
Yes,
So,
sir.
like, and then on top of that, it'll push you to want to work out for that sport. You know, so you go, God damn, this dude's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna start lifting some weights. You
Yeah.
know, then you start lifting some weights, you start getting stronger. You know, and whatever it is, mobility exercises. You're gonna want to do things to increase your likelihood of winning in whatever sport you're partaking in.
You know, maybe I'll do that, Mark. Maybe I'll give me a gi for Christmas, goddamn. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
hold on. I didn't say I was a gi guy. I'm a no gi guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I thought the gi was mandatory.
No, gi is gay, so I'm good. No, I'm just joking. They're gonna give me so much shit. I love the gi. I'm gonna piss off so many
Now,
fucking
why you
people.
don't rock with the gi? No, because you
No,
doing it to the
okay.
distance.
I'll take it
Yeah.
back, sir. I like the gi now.
Okay.
I didn't care for it in the past because I came from 10 Planet, so it's a
Okay.
no gi, all no gi.
Okay.
I started doing gi. I like it now.
Okay.
I do. I don't mind it at all. You know.
You have a gi now.
Yeah, I have gi.
Okay.
Multiple gis. And so I like it. And our school is heavily gi based.
Gotcha.
So we have like 2 days where we do no gi. People are
They finna get on your ass when they
people
see
are
this.
watching this and they're like, fuck you, man.
Talking that shit about the gi.
Yeah. No, because in jiu-jitsu, it's an ongoing rivalry.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, they think no-gi guys are gay, and no-gi guys said gis are gay, whatever.
I see you learn something new every day.
Yeah,
This is why
it's
you
funny
watch
as fuck,
podcasts.
dude. Just look up jiu-jitsu memes. There's the most
Yeah.
hilarious things you can watch. But no, so I've adapted to it because I've learned that in order to get the time in, you're going to have to. It's good to know both. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that way, if you go to another gym that doesn't have no gi, you got your gi. You know, you can go. The only variation is grips. You know,
Okay.
I'm grabbing onto the gi. You know, and no gi, you're not. You just different style grips. You know,
But professional jiu-jitsu, they wear gis.
just depends on what you compete in.
Okay, got you.
So they have the gi. They just had worlds, you know, and they have also no gi, like ADCCs, like the Olympics of no gi jiu-jitsu. So
No, but which one
now
is held as
CJI is starting to come up. They just started this year. That's Craig Jones Invitational.
Okay.
We did a podcast on that
Jeez.
recently.
That was the one. So that's what that was.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I wish I was trying to go live. I was still trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
We are planning on going live for UFC Noche.
Hey,
so
now.
that'll be fun. But yeah, so no-gi, it's just fun. No-gi's more explosive, more fast. Like you can get slip out of shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's harder to hold the individual down.
That's what I was
you
gonna
know.
ask.
So I mean, there's tons of different things on no-gi. There's tons of different things on gi. Like it just depends on your preference. But you know, we just have that little rivalry.
Yeah.
We like to fuck with each other.
Now let me
So-
ask you then, okay? In your opinion, the best, jiu-jitsu individual. I know that's hard to pick.
Yeah.
The top ones, do they wear gis or do they do the no gi?
Well, I mean, there's top ones in gi and there's top in gi.
And they don't cross over.
They do,
Okay.
but and you know, I'm not like know everything about jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely. Gotcha.
You know, there's plenty of people who would be far more educated on this.
Right.
But like, you know, they go back and forth. Some do, some don't. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to say Gordon Ryan wouldn't do great in the gi. Gordon Ryan says different. You know what I mean? So who knows, man?
Oh,
I
go
mean,
around and say, I'll fuck you with a gi on too.
Yeah, that's what he says. I don't know.
Man,
We'll see
look,
what happens.
Look, Mark.
There's
look,
a lot of
give me a
great
gi.
guys in gi, dude. I mean, dude, when you're able to fucking control somebody and hold them down with that fucking piece of clothing, it's
phenomenal
the
to
world.
watch.
Or someone chokes you out with your own lapel.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, dude. You know, you got to worry about them grabbing your pants and
Yeah.
all sorts of shit, dude.
Now let me ask you this. Okay, you got top wrestler, top jiu-jitsu. Who you got winning? Damn, I guess that's tough.
Well, yeah, because wrestling they don't do submissions,
Right.
pins.
Okay, so yeah, that's tough.
So yeah, and I
That's
think that's kind of been. I mean, don't get me wrong, wrestlers are fucking badass, dude.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I wish I could go back and do wrestling. And,
It was always during football season for me, so I couldn't
but
do shit.
I think I'd feel pretty confident in saying that the highest level, like any wrestler. I mean, they've done it. Gordon Ryan's he did a wrestling match with Bo Nickel, I think it was.
Okay, all right.
And then they did jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
And, you know, Bo Nickel dominated in wrestling. Of course, he's Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
And and I hope I got that right. Pretty sure it was Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
And Gordon Ryan dominated in jiu-jitsu. So it's like, it's just two different things. Now, I think the best thing for someone to do if it's a young kid in high school, he should, if he wants to set himself up for the jiu-jitsu path, because there's really no wrestling after college.
Right, yeah, no.
So
Unless you do the Olympics and shit.
do wrestling, and you will be so good at jiu-jitsu, dude. Like so good.
Gotcha.
You know, it'll be a different world too. You'll learn stuff. You'll be like, why the fuck am I getting choked out by whoever? Like this guy, like he
Hold you back.
shouldn't be. He's only been doing jiu-jitsu for 5 years or whatever. I've been doing it my whole life. You know, or that individual's been doing it his whole life. But like, it's just, that is wrestling is far superior. Like it should. That is the best fun like starting foundation that you should have if you're going into the mixed martial arts.
Yeah. Hey man, you ain't here, Eastside, bro. I'm getting a gi, bro, for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? A gi, you know? Yeah, man. Because this, one thing y'all don't know about me, and I'm gonna reveal it now. So me and my dog in here, we talking about combat. As I age, bro, I want to be a bad motherfucker all the way around. So I've always wanted to tap into every. So it's crazy you saying, bro, just go to the gym, go do jiu-jitsu.
Just ask yourself this: does sweaty grown men turn you on? No. Do you want to wrap your arms around?
But see,
a grown man.
But now here's the thing, though.
Do you want to whisper in their ear?
Y'all be whispering
as you're hugging them.
No, hold on, bro. You didn't tell me
y'all
be whispering.
You're holding them down. Come on, man. When your nuts are on their back.
Well, see now, look.
When you're half hard.
This is what. No, I know. Hold.
Are you cool with that?
This is a new segment. Goddamn me. I know goddamn well y'all not in there.
Does that get you excited?
The hell no. And if that's what the hell y'all got going on.
Well, then you're not ready for jiu-jitsu. Then I don't have to fucking tell you.
I'm not gonna do jiu-jitsu. We're gonna stick with boxing, baby. Fuck that gi. You know what I mean? Damn, man. I didn't know you motherfuckers be whispering to each other, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't know y'all be whispering sweet nothings to each other.
I had not too long ago. I had a dude.
Now hold on. Now you sure you want to?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm very open. I told you. It's 2024, dude.
He living his best life.
Yeah, I'm living my best life right now, dude. This dude was on top of me, dude.
Yeah.
And he was just, fucking just riding me. You know what I mean? Hey, that's a jiu-jitsu term.
I got you. Look, we're in the jiu-jitsu world. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you.
And he was beating the shit out of. Hey, come back, man. We're gonna convert you too. We're gonna bring you over to the dark side. And he grabbed an eyelash off of my eye, and as he was slipping in a choke to try to take me out of consciousness, said, "Make a wish."
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing jiu-jitsu. That shit over with. It's done. Y'all can blame my dog Gabe for this shit. I was gonna go. I was gonna buy me a gi. I was gonna get a fly ass gi. You know what I'm saying? Because you rock the white one. The white one is that's beginners. Mm-hmm. No, that's not beginners. What is it? Colors for the gi? Like in karate and shit?
Yeah, so there's white, blue, purple, brown, and black.
Okay.
Yeah. And it takes like a long ass fucking time. I mean, just to get a black belt, that's 10 years plus, unless you're really fucking good and you go like 6-7 days a week, then you could probably get it earlier. And there's guys who get it in 5-6 years, but they probably have a heavily based wrestling background, or they're just a prodigy, you know what I mean? They're just spectacular, so it's very difficult though. But if you see a normal black belt, they've been in it for a long fucking time.
I hear that. Yeah. Oh, my dog, George, walk in. Oh, good. George, come here. Let me holler at you real quick. Yeah. Man, I got a question for you, player. He always come right at this time with a podcast too. I think he do the shit on purpose. Yeah, come here, George. Give me just a sec. Give me a tick. You know what I'm saying? I got to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Look, when we start making that, baby, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing to give right now, damn it. We still trying to get sponsors. Okay, give my dog George the mic, please, bro. Okay, as a correctional officer, okay, which sport, combat sport, would be best served for that profession? Jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, MMA, mixed martial arts, everything. Jiu-jitsu or just boxing?
Jiu-jitsu. Because you don't want to strike.
Yeah,
you want to be as reserved with your punches. You don't want to strike anybody.
Yeah.
But if you can lock them up until you can put the cuffs on them, restrain them, that's the best way to go.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, less pain for anybody.
They should allow you to strike them though.
Yeah.
Let's get that changed. Let's get that changed.
You don't want to strike. That is your absolute last resort in a correction setting.
Now, listen. With the jiu-jitsu, would it be best served for all y'all to learn jiu-jitsu?
Yes and no.
Okay, all right. Because some of y'all don't need it, huh?
Different people, different mindsets, different body types, different experience levels, different strength levels. There's just a lot of different varying factors. So usually you have a team of people that are trained to do special stuff like that. So
my dog, see, boy, George, you always come at the right time.
That's been a big debate though. Like a lot of people, a lot of law enforcement, they're big, like in the jiu-jitsu community, they're trying to push more of law enforcement to get involved. It's just hard because they got these guys working fucking 16 hours a day and shit, So, really it should be on their superiors to change the way they go about how police officers and whatever other law enforcement, how they structure their scheduling. They should allow more time for them to train. That's what Jocko says all the time. It's like in the military, why they're so efficient, and I'm not saying the entire military, but it's they have the opportunity to train, and that's what's going to equip you with the tools you need in real life.
Yeah. Now, with that, you know, with being a correctional officer, police officer, do you feel like there should be more combat training in regards to training a new officer or a veteran officer? Do you think it should be some form of that in law enforcement? Because y'all don't do that, correct?
Oh, we do it.
Okay.
And it's not more for the physical aspect, the striking aspect. It's the knowing what you can do in a confidence aspect. Because when you're dealing in corrections and prison, you're dealing with people that know how to read you a mile away. They pick up on. I mean, some of them are predators. And if you come in as prey, they're going to get on you.
Yes, sir.
So if you come in with the watch on, straight and tight, high and tight haircut, and you're walking down with confidence, they're not going to bother you.
Yeah.
But the moment you come in sloppy, doppy, messed up, bad stance, bad this, they're going to be all over you.
And they smell that shit, don't they?
Man.
Yeah.
Like
So Mark wouldn't survive as a correctional officer.
Mark would more than survive as a correctional officer. He'd be in central control watching cameras.
How you feel about that, Mark? You know what I mean? You don't give a damn. You ain't going to be there no goddamn way, huh? Is it the her? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it the joint in the back? You know what I mean? They'd be on that, huh?
No, it's Office Collar. He's in policy.
Okay, all right, cool. What about Esai? What about my dog? Your weak ass.
He built different.
Okay, all right.
Esai's like a sleeper.
Yeah.
Sleeper
Yeah,
cell.
hey, bro, I be in the gym with you. Baby. I know how you get down. I know people see you and be like,
Well, that's what's funny about jiu-jitsu, too. It's like you walk in there and you're like, that dude looks like a fucking nerd, and he will fuck you up.
yeah, no, that's real.
So it's like just complete, and it's probably like that in a lot. It's probably in boxing, too. It's fucking crazy. No, but it would help, dude. It would help it decrease shootings and shit like that, dude. Like, you know, a lot of these guys, like, and it's no knock to law enforcement. No, it's just being realistic. It's like a lot of them aren't confident, so their first thing I don't know if they're taught this. You may correct me on this, but it's like, my life's in danger, reach for the gun. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, in a sense, but if you had that background, you'd be able to subdue them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, you got that, but you also remember what's around me.
Right.
So say if we're in the middle of a residential neighborhood, we're in the middle of a suburb, and I'm coming on this guy who's doing some dangerous stuff, I may be able to subdue him, but what if I don't? What if I lose this?
Right.
And now he's out here running dangerous around all these other people.
Yeah.
So very limited times, but your options vary. That's why you have a tool belt in your head and tool belt on your waist. So you can pick the right tools to use them when you need to use them.
Yeah, it's going to be different on different situations, like you said. Environment, what's around you. Is there multiple people you're trying to deal with? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? But we've all seen the videos to where it's like something so minor turned into something so deadly, you know, which could have been avoided, you know?
Well, and I'm be honest with you. I'm going to take the shit out of you.
That's
just the type of person I am.
YouTube shows you, like, every day on YouTube is 5 bad videos get loaded, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But there's like damn near a million cops in America.
Right.
So it's like you have the
bad apples. George.
I agree.
You have the human factor.
Yeah.
And some of us have it. Some of us don't use it.
Yeah.
Some of us make better decisions. Some of us are trained out of it.
Yeah.
But you got some of these guys from Podunk, you know, lower Colorado. Nobody's ever been there.
Yeah.
He has a bad shooting, and now we're all bad guys.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like you said, too, if they were to offer that training to the guys who don't have the confidence that some of the guys do already obtain, you know what I mean? And maybe they have a small background, because confidence can be a little conflicting, because some people are unrealistic about confidence.
How do you test for that? Is there an aptitude test for confidence?
I don't know.
There's not. Yeah. So I'm like, I hear you. I wish it was that
you guys
easy.
all know each other, right? You know what I mean?
We know each
other
in our apartment.
This dude like is unrealistic. You know what I mean? So I think that the training would help everybody all around, even the guys that are most fit and qualified. It still gives you that tool on your tool belt, technically.
I like that.
You know?
I like that.
And it also makes sure that the ones that are fucking it up for the rest of them, you know what I mean? It helps them too.
Yeah.
Because now that fucking dude, and cops may not be able to speak about this, but they know when they probably see, like, man, I knew that motherfucker was probably, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like now they're all shedding bad light.
Yeah, no,
you know
that's
what I
real.
mean? Now they're all the same because they wear the same uniform.
Yeah.
You know? When maybe, and I'm not saying jiu-jitsu could fix everything, but it's a tool that can help. Kind of like what we talked about earlier. I can't give advice. I can just show you tools. You take that and it can make you better.
Yeah.
You know?
I got you. I gotta say, man, look, to all the cops out there, man, tase their ass, man. I don't know why y'all don't be using that. I tase the shit out of a motherfucker.
You've been
tased.
Sometimes it don't work.
John, you ever been tased?
Yes, I have.
I mean, tased like full prong,
hell yeah,
full lockup, shoulder to ankle.
No, I haven't. I've only had the little taser.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that shit sucks.
If you've never been tased before, don't wish that evil on nobody.
No, damn that. Because and that's why I say I taste shit out of you, because I know.
Start with pepper spray on him.
Nah, because that shit don't work.
Yeah, it does.
Pepper spray don't fucking work.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, we got pepper spray around here?
I done seen motherfucker just
you got
still
pepper
get
spray
going.
on you?
But that's once
Which one
again
work better?
Rare case. They both work effective.
Which one work more effectively? The
I've
taser or the pepper
I've been
spray?
tased 4 times.
Let me poke you in the eye right now.
I'm still gonna swing on your ass.
Let me do this.
I've been
and
sprayed
I'm still
6 times.
You're going to swing in the air
sprayed-
over there.
That's fine.
I've been sprayed 6 times. And I tell you, I can fight through the spray, but I can't fight through the taser.
That's why I'm tasing
you
motherfuckers.
see
That's
them?
how I'm
But you have to blink your eyes really, really fast, so you don't see anything for the most part. But you don't want to. It's pain.
Oh, the pepper spray. That's the tip,
Bro, it shuts
The
your
blink?
eyes down.
No, I'm trying to be a bad motherfucker, George.
Yeah, after 30 minutes of it being effective, you blink your eyes and it gets
Oh
out.
shit!
And it's not even pepper spray, right? It's mace, so it's like a foam.
Olean Caspin. No, it's a spray. We spray.
Oh, okay.
Because foam can be blown back, or they can take it off, put it on you. You don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the motherfuckers be.
Yeah, hey. But what's the first thing you do? You go to wipe your eyes.
Yep.
And you try to go hands on. So now you go hands on, grab somebody's face. Now you spray at the space. So you don't want to do that.
Oh, boy, cops be getting fucked up. Goddamn, y'all be in confined spaces in the jails and shit.
Nah.
Yeah. No, okay, my bad.
You just, hey, bro.
Oh, y'all be cuff up. No, got some for your ass. But then there's air up under the door. Y'all be getting everybody else coughing and shit. Okay, my bad. Guess get their ass to fall in line. My bad. I be giving too much.
Speaking too much.
You're going too far.
Thank you, George.
Plead
I
the
appreciate
fifth.
it. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, man. Coming up on that time, man. Look, what you got in store? You say y'all gonna go live?
Yeah, we're going to try to. I'm still working out the kinks on that.
Yeah.
So.
And do you ever think you gonna go? You ever think you gonna? Because you do this gentleman.
That'll be
does-
just for that night, though. It won't be
Okay.
like permanently or anything.
No, my last question to you is: do you ever think that you are going to? Because this gentleman does everything himself. Like when you watch
Yeah,
the Bring
that's
About
another hard part,
podcast,
yeah.
everything you see, bro, does himself. Like production, editing, and hosting, and found. You know what I mean? He does everything himself. Do you ever think you'll get to the point where you gonna stop, where you gonna scale it and start letting other individuals?
I would, as long as it's local. And then the hard part is, it's like, then I have to work on somebody else's time.
Okay.
So that's the difficult factor, because schedules change. I mean, you know how, you guys have a great setup. You guys have great communication, and you guys kind of have everyone figured out.
No, I don't like them, bro. No, I don't like them.
So it's hard for me to find that. And then also I just get worried about too, like people wanting to put their fingers into it and change. So that's what would be hard for me to, switch over. But I know there's great organizations like, you guys and the No Solution stuff, but it's just, I think scheduling is the big factor.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Getting everybody on
and
one
then
accord.
and having a place and all that stuff. So it just kind of is just easier for me right now. It takes a lot longer for me to upload and, all sorts of stuff. But, I'm doing it for fun, man.
I hear that, bro.
And that's like, would I enjoy if it became something? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I'm just genuinely curious and love talking to people, of all backgrounds. I've had people that watch my podcast. I've had people on the left, the right, the middle, the whatever, I've had all
extreme.
Yeah, extreme, all sorts of people, dude. And it's just cool conversation, man, and if you take a chance and you listen to it, I think that a lot of people be like, oh yeah, this is pretty neat. And it's cool, especially like I said, local, because you can, relate to it a lot more.
Oh, that's facts. Man, listen, man, I want to thank my dog for coming in, boy. Listen, and let me tell you how dope this conversation was. Gabe, I didn't even really use my goddamn notes. You feel what I'm saying? I kept looking down at my computer like, I don't even need that
Hey, we
shit.
got to make this a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying, man? You know what I mean? My dog got at
a lot
me
to say.
because I was supposed to get my dog on back in May. You feel what I'm saying? He got at me before off camera. He was like, yeah, John, what the fuck was up? But I got to him, you know what I'm saying? He know how this shit go. She can get busy.
He tried to put it on me. I was like, hey, dude, I gave you the chance.
I did not put it on him, but I did.
Big Mod stepped up and said, you can come over here.
But that's cool, because you know what I'm saying? Listen, over here, I-70, baby, timing is everything. You understand what I'm saying?
That is true. It is beautiful outside.
There you go. It looks beautiful.
Nice
My dog brought his
riding.
bike out.
Yeah.
You finna go ride today, huh?
I don't know, man. I'm probably not. I got some
Go
family
roll with
shit I
Mark.
gotta
Mark, go
do.
get what's the joint you got? Goddamn, you gonna feel inferior, you know what I mean? Putting your bike next to the nice one outside.
No, it's in the shop at the moment. So I gotta
You fucked it up already?
Nah, there were some issues prior, so they're working and
Oh.
fixing some out.
Okay.
Can I say some stuff too before?
Go ahead.
So please go check out Jithead Athletics. They're on Instagram. That's where like our merch is going to start coming out. Rash guards we have. I don't know when they're going to be available yet. I think maybe next week or the week after. We got T-shirts coming out too. So help out. And it's really just help like to spread the word.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? Like that's what I'm really trying to get into. So thanks to the 10 Planet guys for helping me out with that. Jeremy Wharton, I appreciate it. And then also too, if you could check out Mitchell Thompson's book too. He's a sponsor on our podcast, Healthy Made Easy.
That's first sponsor, right?
Yeah, that book, dude. I told that dude, man. Like when I read it, he gave it to me when he came when I interviewed him. Dude's so fucking smart, man. And he gave it to me, and he was like, "Yeah, man, read this book. It's great." And I read it on our plane to California, and I couldn't put it down, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just so interesting, the diet and how crucial it is, dude, to changing your life if you're wanting to make healthier changes.
Yes, sir.
You know? So, I mean, you know, those are things I recommend, man, you know, and go check that out. And then also, too, you know, Healy and Gracie gym, you know, if they ever, you know, you guys ever want to check it out, they're in Gladstone, Missouri.
I'm going, bro.
Any gym, really, you know what I mean? Just get into any boxing or MMA or whatever, you know, jiu-jitsu gym, and it'll really change your life, man. So
I heard that, man. I can't thank my dog enough for coming to sit down with me. You know, he blessed me to come on his platform. I finally got my dog on mine. I-70 Podcast, we're going to come out with our own gis.
Oh, shit.
We're going to come out with some gis, slap I-70 on that. Because when I come into the gym, I want to come in right. You know what I mean? I'm coming in with my gi. But I don't know, bro, because bro kind of deterred me this episode. You motherfuckers be in there whispering to each other, taking eyelashes off each other and shit. And then y'all be talking about riding each other and all that type of shit. Maybe.
Hey, just wait till I father's milk you.
Yeah, see. I don't like to look. That's the thing. And we finna
You
get
would
up out
like
here.
it. You would like
I got
it.
y'all,
Go
bro. Because y'all
YouTube
give
it.
me
You'll
that
like
look.
it.
Hold on, wait a minute. And that's why I don't like y'all terminology. Shout out to everybody in Jiu-Jitsu where y'all terminology bothers me, okay? Y'all milking each other, riding each other.
Well, there's a mother's
whispering.
milk and there's a father's milk, so just think about where that comes from.
Okay, and with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Make sure you go over to my dog platform. Make sure you get all the merch he finna get ready to drop. Go over to the Bring About Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, even if it's negative. He loves this type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Do anything, you know what I mean? Just support in a negative way, in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? And with our 70 Podcast, you know, we don't give a damn over here. You know what I'm saying? We interview just about anybody. And I can't get to everybody, you know what I'm saying, on time. It's only so many fucking Saturdays the boy can do. But just work with me, baby. Get in with me. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We coming out with the gis. We coming out with big girl merch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot about y'all. Episode 100. BBWs. I'm coming out with the hoodies. It's going to be BBW X5. You know what I'm saying? Large. You know what I'm saying? Will be no size discrimination over here at I-70 Podcast. Shout out to all my people, you know what I'm saying, that has been supporting, subscribing, and we out.